Yeah. Hey, Cat. What's wrong with these niggas, man? First off, no need to go back and forth with the scriptures, because every time you niggas talk, I'm just proving you wicked. Really? See, the U.P.K. name was mentioned by some Israelite group who called a leader a bishop. Really? And what I'm saying is all facts. You lost that. U.P.K. That's them hard cats. Cross that shit and should have gave was Molech. Stop that. Hope you told me for that when you got your cop badge. Hypocrites, that's that shit we don't like. Fraud niggas, that's that shit we don't like. Come on, man. You Tom Clancy niggas called the bitch a bunch of wicked ass niggas in your spirit bear witness. That's what's wrong with you boys. Let a man check it. Put on their neck, applying all this peer pressure. No regard for the black lives the clan gathered. That's the shows how you feel about your ancestors. If you really in these streets, where your teachings at? If you really meant to war, where your Mitri at? Brotherhood and loyalty, is you teaching that? Pharisees and heresies, you teaching that? When it comes to a check, you niggas turn into Judas. How you speak against the beach, then go join with their movement? You can't lock a brother up cause he don't know what the truth is. Talking about building a nation, you helping us lose it. See, now y'all niggas see why we don't link up with no squad. The more you niggas teach is the reason you show why. The day you left us was the day that your soul died. The Lord named Yahweh, why you calling me ungod? It ain't come from the prophets, then you know that it's all lies. The general held on, nigga, he never jumped side. And y'all see everything we do for the 12 tribes. We see the shit you niggas do when dogs cry. Y'all hate it right now, y'all copy our style. Shit, we heard about your video, seen it and smiled. Now it's time to set the record straight. We coming for Nate, dog, let's regulate. Motherfucker, we hit him up.
He's not gonna make you one. When I order one, when I get mine, I give it back.
Nigga, listen, you'll never last in our division. That U.P.K. forehead long is never missing. Officer down, I'ma start to offer you clowns. Are you talking tough in your church offering down? Y'all just a cheap imitation. These niggas hating. Wanna be us so bad it's humiliating. Making diss tracks using indirect statements. I.U.I.C.P.D. on location. Lying to their faces. Lying in your convo. Putting cases on everybody. They like Alonzo. U.P.K. the big dog. Rest of y'all just pups. We about to separate pure bread from
what about Saturday? You all down to pass flyers out?
You say you got the truth. The truth is you suck. Y'all should stick the line just rapping there where you won't go. You took your shot down block, knocked it there like Matumbo. Only came with Columbo. U.P.K. do a jumbo. Can't beat us with the scriptures. Rapping not in the rumble. Y'all second class, y'all wouldn't last in the jungle.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not.
I.U.I.C.P.D. They irrelevant. Your tracks so corny. I'm doing this for the hell of it. Just to be clear, I don't give a fuck like I'm celibate. Got your bitches saying GE. You're so delicate. Can you try to pick up a mic that ain't intelligent? If you talking numbers, you ain't fucking with us, they either. Cause every one of ours, we're 3 or 4 of you divas. You hard as a Justin Bieber. We hot as a fucking fever. You should join the trooper program. You starving for a leader. U.P.K. will make y'all men. We do a lot of charity, so we'll take y'all in. Show you how to be a soldier and to keep them hoes in their place. But to be honest, I'd rather punch them dead in their face. Kinda curious what color red and purple make now. Is that your camp or your girl camp?
It's the world champs.
None of them guys are even landing.
I.U.I.C.
Get slapped open-handed.
Whole squad must be gay to follow a faggot. When we saw your weakness, know we had to attack it. Cross that line, now you suckers gon' learn a lesson. I ain't taking shit from the pussies and purple dresses, purple blouses. I know them bitches running in your houses. I see you worship women, I know who wearing the trousers. Really, I prefer to be taken back to the warfare. What you doing here? Folding y'all like a lawn chair. It's the wrong year. Baby, y'all get the point clear. Squad too soft to beef with true bosses. You can think the general, see me, who all these losses.
Yeah, with blood in them.
Go to Ghana for war for Americana, so you can get the little boys thinking that they can
It got blood in the back. He already sold out. They already sold out. So I guess niggas is fucking with it. I don't know. We not. That's it. Yeah, I guess that's it.
That's it.
Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua B'Rakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Lathan Ba'Shem Yahushua to all the sisters. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Israelites since 1969. And this is the I.S.U.P.K. San Antonio. And this is Tuesday Brotherhood class. And today's Brotherhood topic is a strong man in the truth, right? Because it's okay, you can be in the truth, right? But to be a strong man in the truth, right? We have to keep laws, commandments, and you have to teach them and do them, right?
That's right.
Right? That's what being a strong man in the truth is. Matter of fact, hold that scripture that we got right there and give me, is it Matthew 19:17? It's Matthew 19:17.
Yeah.
I think, and we can start at 19, but not yet. I'm still doing the introduction. I got my man Barak Yah with me. Officer Barak Yah out of Colleen. Got my young man Darius in the building with me. You know, and so to be a strong man in the truth, right? You have to stick with the Most High. You have to stick it out with the Most High, with your brothers and with your and sisters. Have to stick it out with the I.S.U.P.K also, because if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth, and that's biblical, right?
Right.
That's biblical. You know what I mean? Because there's not many different groups or many different understandings in the Bible that the Lord was dealing with. The Lord was dealing with one understanding every time, right? Whether he was dealing with Moses, right, and dealing with his people, with his brothers, because he wasn't dealing with all of Israel at that time, right? He was dealing with Moses, and Moses was dealing with Israel, right? Just like Christ, there was different groups with Christ, but Most High stopped dealing with those groups and started dealing with Christ only, right? So to be a strong man in the truth, let me get you got that Matthew 19 verse 17.
Chapter 19.
Yeah, Matthew chapter 19 verse 17. Braga, you can jump in whenever you feel like it. All
right, Most High Christ.
You started, I think it's 19.
19. Come. Honor thy father and thy mother.
That's not it, right?
Matthew, what you got?
Not chapter 19, verse 19.
What you looking? You looking for mine precept?
No, Matthew 5 verse 17. Try that.
Yeah.
I know it's in Matthew, one of those.
Think not that I am come to this.
There you go. Start at 19.
Come. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
So yeah, go keep going.
Yeah.
And shall teach men, so he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
See, so you should be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. So you won't be a strong man in the kingdom of heaven. You won't be a strong man if you teach men to break commandments.
That's right.
Keep going.
Come. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
So if you teach them and do what? Teach them and do what?
And live by these commandments.
No, it says teach them and do what?
Do.
It says teach them.
Shall do and teach them.
If you shall do them and teach them, right, you should be called great in the kingdom of heaven. You will be a strong man in the truth if you keep the commandments and do them. It's okay if you do the commandments and you sit and you sit around and you pay tithes and you support the brothers, right? But if you keep the commandments and teach men to do so, right, then you be called great. You be strong man in the truth. Keep going.
Come. For I say unto you,
I say unto you, this is Christ speaking. I say unto you, right, Israel. Go, keep going.
Come, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and.
No, we're not. We should be still at 19 almost. Yeah. Teach men to do so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven, but whosoever should do them and be called great in the kingdom of heaven. All right, you can drop that. Give me Ecclesiasticus 2:1.
If I could,
go ahead,
quick, priest. And that's such a heavy precept because everybody in this world is making an excuse for you to be as sinful as possible. If you want to be a homosexual and a Christian in the church and in the choir, you want to lead that's okay to a Christian, but it's not okay to God. You're not a stronger or a better man for that. You're actually weaker and more sinful. And this precept is bringing out how men are led astray into every diverse lust and things like that. Like Lil Nas X is a good Christian because throughout his whole life, he's told him no matter what sin he does, whether it's in the past, present, or future, that Jesus Christ died for it and it will be forgiven. That's a lie, man. That's a lie. And Lil Nas X and every other, homosexual, purple dress wearing cat, is against God, man, and against Christ. You know, but Salaki, priest. That's
no. Just go ahead, do your thing,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That's why you here. All right.
yeah.
You want? Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So if you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. So everybody coming in the I.S.U.P.K. or either that this even goes for the brothers that was in the I.S.U.P.K. that broke away from the I.S.U.P.K. or broke off from the I.S.U.P.K. earlier in the back in the 90s and the early 2000s, right? They were supposed to still prepare your soul for temptation.
Right.
But when the temptation came with that blank check or whatever it might so be, right? Y'all was ready to leave. They was ready to leave. They didn't prepare their soul for temptation. You know what I mean? Because that's what the Most High is going to do. Because once you get in the I.S.U.P.K. and you get in the truth and start trying to do the Lord's commandments and teach them, that's when everything's going to start hitting you. Because He's going to test you. He don't want no weak men in His truth. He wants the strong men in the truth that's willing to battle demons.
That's right.
That's willing to take the fight to the demon. When the demon
right.
come fight, he be like, okay, well, let's fight then. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what the Most High wants. The Most High doesn't want nobody that's subservient to a demon. You know what I mean? When the demon come, when the demon wants you to separate from your brothers and not come to the brotherhood or not call when you need counsel, right? He doesn't want those brothers. He wants the brothers that's gonna call when he needs counsel, so we can battle the demons together, right?
Damn right.
Because when you battle a demon with your brothers, you might we'll kill that demon.
Yeah,
that's what we'll do. We'll step on that demon, stump him out, and the whole night.
You'll win.
Yeah, that's what we say. You'll win
right,
the fight with the demon.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Keep going.
Come. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Right. So you got to set your heart on the right side, right? Not on the wrong side, on the right side, because there's right and wrong. But the laws, the statutes, and commandments are the right thing to do.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
And those are the good things to do. So when you set your heart on the right side and constantly endure, right? That's how you become strong. Because He's going to try you through the fire. That's what the Most High is going to do. He's going to try you through the fire. And all these demons and Satan, they work for the Most High.
Damn right.
They work for the Most High. They're doing their job. The only people that don't do their job was Israel. We the only ones that didn't do our job with the Most High. We didn't keep those laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
But the I.S.U.P.K. Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
If I could, can you read that again where it says set thy heart right?
Come. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
That goes for every man in Israel, man. You gotta know the difference between right and wrong. You gotta know that smoking and dealing drugs is wrong, man. And you gotta constantly endure that sin. Every rapper that comes on flaunting a lot of money or whatever the case might be, you don't feel like you have a way out of your ghetto, and you think maybe I should be the next Rick Ross. Rick Ross was a correctional officer. Maybe I should try to be like Big Meech or Pablo Escobar. Really, you need to set your heart aright and endure, man. This life is going to be hard, and you need to be a strong man and not a weak man. You got to endure it. You know what I'm saying, man, and not fall to every temptation that comes your way. You know, but Salaki, priest.
Right? No. Hey, that is excellent. You're doing an excellent job, priest. You going?
Come. And make not haste in time of trouble.
So in the time of trouble, don't be making decisions erratically. Y'all like that. Y'all like that word, right? Erratically. Don't make decisions erratically.
5-star word.
Right. Sit down. Hell, when in a time of trouble, right? You should call and get counsel. That way a priest and prophet or the men above you can give you that's experienced in battling demons can give you counsel on how to battle the demon, on what to do, right? And it's up to you to take the counsel or not take the counsel, right? But here in I.S.U.P.K, we take the counsel.
That's right.
There's no counsel that we don't take, no matter what it is. It might be something that you don't want to do, but we still take the counsel.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Salagi, that could be the difference between life and death, man. Look, that's how you endure when you caught in that crossroads and you don't know what to do and you feeling like you finna backslide or fall back in some sinful way, man. You call up for help, man. You call your brother, and you ask, man, what should I do? You know, this and that's piling up on a brother, this and that, and you can't endure it alone. That's what the brothers is for. You know, that's what the brothers and the sisters is for, man, to help you, to help each other through this, to endure to the end, man.
Right.
Otherwise, you're being weak. You know, you putting it on yourself, thinking, shoot, I gotta move this weight, or you know what I'm saying, or do this and do that. That's really gonna kill and hurt your people and hurt yourself, get you locked up in a cell. Well, then, I mean, really, you didn't really want to make the hard choice. You didn't want to choose strength, and you went to the what you thought was easy, what you thought you had to do, and that's why the Lord will deal with you in a much harsher way than enduring what's righteous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's all I gotta add.
Read that part over again. Don't make haste in the time of trouble or something like that.
Come. And make not haste in time of trouble.
So in the time of trouble, you should call and get counsel from the men above you. You should, and also when you take that counsel, right, you should do exactly what they say. You know what I mean? Whether you got to sit down and think about what they said to do exactly what they say, you should do exactly what they say. But you should not be making erratic choices and emotional choices.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Emotions are for women.
That's right.
Men, we make stern choices and strict choices that might save your life and your family's life, right? You meaning your wife and your kids, because you are the head of that house. Yeah, we keep going through that. We're gonna get through that ranking order later. Keep going.
Come. Cleave unto him and depart not away.
So it says, cleave on to the Most High and depart not away, right? So when when that counsel comes down from the men above you, that's coming from that's coming from a place of the Lord, right? So you should cleave on to that counsel, and you should not depart away from that counsel. Whether you got to go to that brother or get to that brother or get to them brothers, so you don't make that crazy choice, or the brothers to get to you. If it's like that, right? So you have to cleave on. You have to cleave on to that knowledge and cleave on to that understanding of the Most High.
That's right.
Keep going.
Come. That thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Because when you get that knowledge from the Most High, right, or get that knowledge from when you get that knowledge from the Most High, and you get that knowledge from the men above you, right, that could be your between life and death. That could be that choice between life and death. And in the end time, if you didn't take that counsel, you might fall back into your demons, and then the Most High won't accept you in the future, right? Give me 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. I'm finna show y'all this real quick, because if the Most High doesn't accept you in the end time, that'd be your fault, because it won't be the Most High's fault, because the Most High's gonna see through the BS, through the malarkey, right? And he's gonna know, because that's how you show that you're there for the Most High, by doing the work on the outside, not the inside, right? So when
oh my bad. So
6 and 17, 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Because when you doing what the Most High do, when you're doing what the Most High says, right, and obeying those orders, the Most High loves that thing there. You got it?
Yeah. Go
ahead.
Wherefore come out from among them.
So right here is telling you to come out. It's telling us to come out from among them, from the other nations. Keep going.
Come. And be ye separate.
So be ye separate, right? Keep going.
Says the Lord.
Says the Lord. The Lord says, come out from among them and be ye separate. Keep going.
And touch not the unclean thing.
So it says, touch not the unclean thing, right? So what's unclean is doing what these other nations are telling you to do, like Lil Nas X, when he wants to lap dance on Satan, right? He wants to lap dance on the devil. Hey, he should not touch the unclean thing. So him doing that is making him unclean, because these other nations are unclean, right? Doing what's against the Lord is unclean. Keep going.
Salakia, real quick, priest. That's so funny too, because when when all these East Coast rappers was coming out saying demon time this and demon time that. I just seen this on Instagram. A lot of cats ain't talking about demon time no more since Lil Nas came out. He really show you what demon time about. You know what I'm saying? It's not so, you know, glamorous as rappers might paint it on that music video, man. It's pure wickedness and evil. And you got to know what's right and wrong. A lot of people in life, they think there is no right and wrong, or there is no way to know right and wrong, but that's a lie. Besides your gut instincts and your spirit and your soul, if you're an Israelite, you got the Bible, man, the true reference of God to tell you what's right, what's wrong, what's good, and what's evil, man. Like Asians eating bats and rats, that's evil, that's nasty, that's unclean. You know what I'm saying? And you would never do that. You know what I'm saying? As a man, just a regular man, you don't know nothing about what God calls clean food and unclean food, but you would eat a pig because of the slavery you've been in and growing up as a child of a slave and being forced to eat your great grandfathers and grandparents being forced to eat chitlins and things like that. That's why you got to come back to the knowledge of the Bible, man. Come back to the knowledge of the Lord so you know what's right and what's wrong, what's clean and what's unclean, man. Yeah, but it's like your priest. That's all
right. Keep going.
Oh, and if I may,
go ahead.
And then that's just like, you know, you talk like people talk about the Lil Nas X, and last night, like General Hunter was saying, man, they targeting us. I feel like, especially with him, and then on top of that, D Wade. You know, I don't know if y'all seen probably about a year ago what's going on with his son.
We on top.
We seen that.
Good night.
It's crazy because, you know, D Wade from the heart of Chicago, he ain't going back home with, you know, with that baggage. They ain't
nobody gonna let you live. Like, bro, what's up with your son, man? Everybody going to hit you with that. You know what I'm saying? And that shame is good because it'll bring out Salakia priest. That shame is good for D Wade and for his son, because being out there in Miami and California and being with Goodnight Gabrielle Union, whatever weird devilish thoughts go through her mind, now he's got his son wanting to cut his penis off.
Right.
But if he just stayed in Chicago, every girl on the block would have told you crazy as hell, you bugging out. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when we hang out with unclean people and things like that. So like, yeah, go ahead.
And then that just you know, his mom came out and she was like, you know, I don't even let him behave like that at home. So we said about give her.
Yeah, that's real spill.
Turning that house upside down.
Hey man, that's the same thing with Jada Pinkett and Will Smith and their children. They got the boy named after the mama and the daughter named after the son.
Yeah,
the father, the daughter named after the father. You know what I'm talking about? They was playing gender roles when they were born. You feel me? So of course, So of course, Jaden Smith is going to be homosexual like he is, and of course the Willow Smith is going to be homosexual like they are,
like she is,
like she is. You feel me? Of course they're going to be. They was playing those gender roles, flips, whatever. Now you can see the fruit that it bear.
Right, and that's a heavy point. A lot of this is also another point. All of this brings out the point too. Like, it is wrong to let your woman rule over you, man. Right. You're gonna have your household will be destroyed if you're following every whimsical notion a woman says out of her mouth. You're gonna get yourself killed. You're gonna have your son's penis cut off, and your daughter is gonna be good night scissoring some cats in the back room, and all while your wife is having a goddamn entanglement with her son's best friend. So that's wrong. That's evil according to the Bible, to listen to your wife, whatever she says. You need to rule over her and control whatever demons might enter into her, man. You know what I'm saying? Being a strong and righteous man and knowing what's right and what's wrong. These cats in the world, man, they don't know what's right and what's wrong. These rich people that you follow, they don't understand. Right. So like you, go ahead.
It's like, and would none of that happen if they would have went and got counsel from the I.S.U.P.K?
That's right.
They would have been. They would have been able to know what to look for and been strong men.
That's right.
But you know, real talk. It would have been strong men. Like, nah, we ain't doing that over here. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up.
That's real.
I think that's the end on that, right?
Yeah, it goes to 18.
No. Keep going, because it's gonna say we have and won't receive you.
And will be a father to you, and ye shall be my son and daughters.
No, let me see that. Yeah, we still ain't hit 17.
Okay.
We haven't hit 17 yet. That's why I was like, that's why I was waiting for the meat.
No, damn right.
Hold on. 17.
Go ahead.
Come. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separated,
Yeah.
said the Lord, and
Okay.
touch not the unclean things, and I will receive you.
And he will what?
Receive you.
So when you touch the unclean, when you do not touch the unclean thing, right? The Most High will receive you. So that's what we were talking about in Ecclesiastic. When Ecclesiastic is talking about the end days, or the end, or at the end, the Most High will receive you if you didn't touch the unclean thing.
That's right.
Now jump to give me Isaiah. You can scratch that. Give me Isaiah 13:12. Isaiah 13:12, because when you follow these law, statutes, and commandments, right, the Most High will make you strong. He makes you tough.
That's right.
But that's because you're getting tried. You know what I'm talking about? That's what makes only struggle makes you tough. Only the struggle makes you survive, right? Keep going. Let me go ahead.
Come. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
He said what?
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Call out where you at, though.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12.
You're at Isaiah 13, verse 12?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Go ahead.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
So when you got that good gold, right? Like the fine gold that you fast, that's that real strong, sturdy gold, right? Forget 24 karat. Boy, that's 100 karat gold. Boy, that's pure gold. Ain't nothing piercing that. It's not soft metal. It ain't bending, nothing like that. So he said he's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, right? And the only way you're gonna make gold is if you gotta burn it and you gotta try it through the fire. Keep going.
Come. Even a man then the golden wedge of Ophir.
See, that's what it's talking about right there. The golden wedge of Ophir, right? Because that's that good and strong and sturdy gold, like the gold of U.F.A.S. That's the gold it's talking about.
Damn right. If I could,
Go ahead.
He's saying, man, a man will be more valuable than a brick of gold. You know how in Fort Knox and the U.S. Treasury they got bricks on bricks of pure gold and things like that. He's saying a man in that day will be more valuable than that. Not because, not like how not how people value men today. Let me tell you something. In the eyes of a worldly woman and a worldly man, if you ain't got money, you ain't worth nothing. But you could be the most evil, child molesting bastard on planet Earth. But in the eyes of the Lord, you're dirt. Let me tell you something. That goes for you. Good night. I'm gonna go all day on this. These men in these ranks of the I.S.U.P.K, they're men that are more valuable than fine gold, than golden bricks, man. They're worth more than that in the eyes of the Lord, the King of all things, of heaven and of earth. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what to value in life. They know what's right and they know what's wrong, and they do it. Right. Unlike your Catholic priest or your Christian pastor or Lil Nas X or Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion, they know what's right and they do it. Cardi B knows that all that illicit sex she portrays on TV is wrong, but she likes money more than whatever she thinks is wrong or right, and that's why she does that on television. It's to sell out. It's to sell music, not to promote what she really believes. And the Lord sees that, and she's worth dirt in the Lord's eyes. Right.
And I bet you anything that they're just like Young Jeezy when he was telling all of our children to trap or die. He was telling his children. He was telling his son to go to college. So I bet you they won't tell their children that.
Right.
So why would they push that out to your children? Because they don't care.
That's right.
Right. Because they don't care.
Right.
And they're not strong. They're not strong in the truth. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
They will never be in the truth because their money is what they love, and not the Most High, and not the people.
Damn right. So like if I could, man, and that's what really makes you a valuable man, not being a goddamn hypocrite. A lot of you people out there, try not to be hypocrites because you're trying to save that last shred of a soul that you think you have. And so to not be a hypocrite, but also agree with all the disgusting lust out in the world, you accept all the lust and you make no excuses for it. You're like, yeah, you know, he did twerk on the devil, but I mean, it was artistic. So, I mean, I understand. And I'm like, good night. You're a good little Christian just like everybody else. When are you going to stand for something? When are you going to realize what's right and what's wrong? He's painting, look, all sorts of artists, Lil Uzi Vert too, like all these artists, they're painting that they're vouching for the devil. They don't know who the devil is. They think it's a red man under the earth with horns. I know it's a red man on top of the earth with stringy hair. That's who the devil really is.
Right.
And Lil Nas X and Lil Uzi Vert, they're telling you that they're batting for the devil's team. And you don't even want to call him out and be like, well, this nigga's jacked up. He's not right in the head or something or the other. You want to make an excuse for him. You people are wicked beyond belief. And you're like nothing. The Lord doesn't look at no matter how much Christian praise you do or singing and dancing or how many tithes you give to the Christian or Catholic Church, the Lord doesn't look at you as anything of value, man, because you don't value what the Lord values. You don't keep his laws, his statutes, or commandments. Right. You're a weak man. You're weak to your lusts.
Hey, and all of us in the I.S.U.P.K, we come from that same stock of not doing what the Lord said. But we had to make a choice, either life or death. We either wanted to live or we wanted to die. Right. Right. That's what we have to do. So you have to make a choice if you want to live or if you want to die. Over here in I.S.U.P.K, we're going to live, and we want all of our brothers and sisters to live too. That's why we push this truth so hard. That's why we have perfect brotherhood. Yesterday when we went to the chicken spot, I was out there talking to all the brothers. You know, about passing out flyers. Yeah, like it was just it was a regular old passing out flyers day. Good and damn. But I was trying to get some chicken, but I had to. You know what I mean? Because that's how much I love my brothers and I love my sisters, man. That's how much it makes you. It changes you in a way that'll make you strong for your people.
That's right, man. That's right.
Right. You done?
You know,
start that verse over.
Go ahead, please.
Come. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
So he said he's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, right? So with fine gold and golden bars, you can't destroy that. You can't throw that against the ground and have chunks break off. No. You can't do that, right? That's right. But you know what you can do? You can soften it up, right? That's what these brothers that left the truth did. They softened up. So they don't have that strong gold no more. They're not strong they're not that fine gold no more. They 24 karat and 13 karat and 14 karat.
Shoot, really, they like bars of brass.
Right. Yeah,
you're not even gold no more.
you know what I'm talking about? They softened up and they left the truth.
That's right.
So you the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be strong in this truth. We're gonna keep this thing rolling.
And Salagia, if I may,
go ahead.
Some people, they've never had the excuse of knowing the truth and leaving it. You men have, man, and you went out and you started to teach men, like that earlier precept brought up. You started to teach men to do sin as you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to make excuses for your lust. You want to be in the strip club,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You want to be. You want to still sleep with homosexuals and be a homosexual. Good night. You know what I'm saying? You want to go out and hate your brother and hate your people still, but feel like you're a man of God. Feel like you're still a piece of gold that he treasures, and you're a piece of dirt, man. You're a piece of dirt. You're not doing what the Lord said. You're still a Christian. You know what I'm saying? You're still the type of cat who will go out and sleep with the deacon's wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And be the bishop.
Right.
That's not even a metaphor for some of you cats out there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just doing what the Lord said and be righteous, man. The Bible says, follow his law, statutes, and commandments. They're not grievous. It's not that hard to do, man. And if you ever grow weak, it ever gets hard for you, you know what I'm saying? Because it is an endurement. You gotta endure. Call your brother. Right. Call your brother. Lean on your brother, man. That's how you know you really got brotherhood. When you can call a brother and you're in need, and that brother pick up and he come through. That's how you know, one, you got a real nigga next to you. 2, like the relationship y'all say y'all got is real, man. Because you gotta test. Love is an action. It's an action. You gotta come through and show it, man. And not like with money or nothing like that. With genuine care and diligence, man. But it's a lot, yeah. It's like
right. Hey, you ain't said nothing wrong, because these brothers out here do not have brotherhood.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's why Christ didn't die for that. Christ didn't die for you to be challenging other brothers about where they setting up camp at. Christ ain't die for that.
Goofiness.
You know that? Yeah, that's goofiness, and Christ did not die for that, man.
Yeah, don't try us. Barbecue. Or do try us.
Yeah, Officer Dawes
try
said, yeah, cross the line. Cross the line. He wants you to.
I pray you understand. You know what I'm saying?
All right, drop that. Give me Job 40:7. Because what you got to do, you got to make a choice, man. You got to either be a strong man in the truth, or you're gonna be a weak man outside the truth, man. There is no in between. Either gonna be in the truth or not.
Right.
There is no in between, man. Like, so what you have to do, you have to gird up your loins. You have to be strong. You have to either do it or not.
Right.
You have to either be in it or not.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You got what I want?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Job chapter 7, verse 7.
No, sir. Job chapter 40, verse 7. You can always revert back to here.
Oh yeah, my bad.
That's why we wrote them down. Huh? So you got to make so everybody got to make a choice.
That's right.
Right? Either you're gonna do what the Most High say, or you're not gonna do what the Most High say. And the Most High will receive you if you do what He say, and the Most High won't receive you if you don't do what He says. And that's real talk. There's no in between. You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Con. Job chapter 40, verse 7. Gird up thy loins now.
It says what?
Gird up thy loins now.
I don't want to be too specific, but it says gird up your loins. You know what I'm talking about? It says grab your, you know what I'm talking about? Like be strong.
Grab your nuts, man.
Yeah. Oh, I can say it. Oh,
yeah,
okay. Say grab your nuts, man. Be strong, man.
That's
be
right.
tough, man.
That's right.
Be tough, man. Don't be a little weakling out here crying at every problem, man. When a problem come, man, get counsel and deal with it head on. When the demons come in, bat your head against the demon all day long. Like, what? You want a problem? You tell the demon you want a problem. You got a problem.
That's right.
Right, and then you get around the brothers and be like, yeah, I got backup. You know, you feel me? They talk about a legion of demons. I got a legion of brothers back here ready to fight.
Up. These brothers ready
to fight with me, not against me, with me
all day. Shit.
You know what I'm talking about? All day long. You feel me? All day long. They got brothers that sit on the phone with you for hours. All right. Then they're gonna come check on you. They're gonna come to your house and see about you. You good? All right. Well, we ain't gonna let that demon win. Right? Keep going.
Straight.
Or start it over.
Con. Gird up thy loins now, like a man.
Like a what?
A man.
Like a what?
A man.
So it said grab your nuts like a man. Huh?
That's right.
Like.
That's right.
Yeah. Like you tough. Are you tough or you not? Keep going.
Con. And I will demand of thee and declare thou unto me.
Right. And so it said I will demand of thee. So He demands you to be strong, to be a strong man, right?
That's right.
And declare you unto me. So He declared you. So when you a strong man, He declares you that you mine. Most High, you mine. You feel me? You ain't nobody else's. So I'm gonna protect you, right? So don't be scared of the demons that you got to go against. Don't be afraid of these other Israelite groups coming up to you and talking about what y'all doing over here. Don't be afraid of that. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be afraid of that. Look at the men above you, because the men above you are tough men. You know what I mean? Like the generals and the captains and all the other officers, they are tough men.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about? They ain't no pansies over here.
Damn
right. That's what I look up to. I look up to the generals and the captains and the officers, man. Like, cause they tough like that. I just seen it in person. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't worried about them. I ain't worried about them. Yeah, especially when we be at camp. What Cap say always, man, teach your topic.
Yeah.
Cap always talk about teach your topic. Don't even worry about what they talking about. You know, start that over.
Con. Gird up thy loins now like a man.
It says gird up your loins now like a man. Not in the future, now.
That's right.
The time is now for you to gird up your loins, because any day Christ could come back and crack them skies. And then it would be too late then. So right now is when you got to gird up your loins and you got to be tough for this truth for your brothers, right, and your sisters. You got to be tough now. Keep going.
I would demand of thee.
He's going. You're in perfect demand right now. You know what I'm talking about? You're in perfect demand right now. The Most High Most High wants strong brothers. I'm not gonna say he needs. Most High wants strong brothers because you could be a weak brother and the Most High put his hands on you and you become the strongest brother out there, right? So the Most High wants strong brothers that's not gonna bow, that's not gonna bend, that's not gonna break, that's not gonna be like, oh, it's too many of y'all. No, we stand up to any challenge. Keep going.
And declare though unto me.
Is that, and I'm gonna declare you though. What it says is though is
it
thou,
thou or
is
thou?
thou.
Thou. Okay, yeah.
Thou unto me.
Yeah. You talk right. When it says thou, it means you. It's gonna be it, right?
Damn.
So start that over at that comma.
And declare though.
No, it's thou.
Thou unto me.
So it says declare thou unto me. So he's gonna declare you unto himself, right? That means you are his, nobody else's. Nobody else's are. You know what I mean? You belong to the power. You feel me? The power. So you are a prince of the power. That's what you got to first understand, that you are a prince of the power. So if you are a prince of the power, that means the Most High is coming to your rescue because you are a prince of the power. You are his.
Damn right.
You are his. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and Israel means prince of the power, right? And Israel had 12 sons. And you descend from those 12 sons, and the Most High is going to be with you, right?
Damn right. Slag, if I could.
Go ahead. All right.
Go back to where it says now. Read right before that.
Gird up thy loins now.
Get ready now, man. A lot of you cats out there, a lot of you cats are actually watching the UPK, and y'all are saying, yeah, I'm going to get down. I'm going to do it tomorrow, next week, this week, maybe after I finish this sack or this sack. Or maybe after I sleep with this hoe or that hoe. Some of you sisters too, good night. I know I ran into a sister one time and she was like, she damn near told me out of her mouth she ain't sinned enough before the Lord forgive her. Let me tell you something. This is
Salakia. I'm sorry. That's what she said.
She nigh unto it. I'll tell you after class.
Oh my goodness.
But the thing is, baptism is by the word, man. Once you hear this, it's required of you. The Lord says he needs his right now. His children need to come back to what he asked of them now, man. You cannot play around with this, man. You gotta come back to your nation. You can't be fighting after every Asian or every other culture or subculture that seems like it's being abused, man. Your culture, your heritage is being attacked every day since you got in this stinking land, or since the oppressor got in this stinking land, or this land and started oppressing your forefathers, man. My cousins, the so-called Native American Indians and Hispanics, man. Once that word goes out, once you hear these priests and prophets, either in the airwaves or on the street, it's required of you now to gird up your loins and serve the Lord, man.
Right.
Gird up your loins and become a righteous man.
Right.
Become a true man who stands up for what's right.
Right.
Pay your tithes, man. You know, if you don't want to be a soldier, if you don't want to get in all black and this and that, man, at least follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Stop being wicked and stop promoting wickedness and pay your tithes. Do the bare minimum. That's the why the Lord said he'll accept that.
Right.
But what you got to do is gird up your loins now, man. Stop being the opposition of the Lord and of your brothers and of your nation, and stop and finally be on the side of your people, on the side of the people who need it. You say you like charity and being, fighting for those who are lesser, you're lesser. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, you're the least on the earth until Christ comes back, until the Lord redeems you, man. So start fighting for those who need it. Start fighting for your people.
And just because we're at the bottom of everybody on the earth, don't mean we have to act like it.
That's right.
You're right. So if you're at the bottom of the earth, you should be trying to figure out what's going on, how you can be better, right? How you can do the Lord's work. That's what you need to be finding out. Because everybody wants to go to college and do these and do that. Well, really, they need to learn their nationality and learn what the Lord wants. Right. Because that's their power. Their power is not in going to college and going to going to the white man system, their power is learning these laws, statutes, and commandments and teaching that to their children and to their people. That's where their power resides at.
That's right.
That's what their power resides at, man. So when it says gird up your loins, it don't mean gird up your loins and go to college. It means gird up your loins and get an I.S.U.P.K and learn these laws, statutes, and commandments and learn your nationality. Look, what tribe is you from?
Right.
That's my question. Do
Damn
you know what tribe are you from?
Right. That's real knowledge.
Because if you don't know, that's real knowledge. You feel me? Everybody else can know what tribe they're from or where they come from, except the Black, Hispanic, and Native American. They always say I'm Black or I'm Mexican. You know what I mean? You know what Mexican means? Mexican means center of the moon. There's no center. You're not no center of the moon.
Good.
Dominican means dog of God. You're not no dog of the God of God. Puerto Rican means rich port. You're not a rich port.
Right.
What are you?
That's right.
Who are you? Because when you meet a so-called Spaniard from Puerto Rico, right? They say they're Spanish.
Yeah.
When you meet an Irishman from Mexico, because I've met a couple Irishmen from Mexico, and they said they were like, I'm Mexican. I'd be like, but really, where are you from? They'd be like, oh, I'm Irish. I'm Irish. My daddy went to Mexico in such and such time. Oh, so you know who you are. You know where you're from. You just trying to hide because you know you see the priests and prophets, and your spirit bear witness, and your spirit know who I am.
Yeah, you're trying to blend in.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He see the power. So
yeah, but you can't fool no priest and prophet.
Damn right.
You can't fool no priest and prophet. So what we need to do is we need to get into the I.S.U.P.K and learn our laws, statutes, and commandments, and learn who you are, and learn how you can battle this and battle this demon and bring more brothers in the truth.
Goddamn right.
Keep going on that Job 40:7. Matter of fact, start it over. I like that. Gird up your loins now.
Do it right now.
It sounded like an order. I love orders. Yes, sir. Con, sir.
The Lord don't talk in maybes. He said, do it.
Right.
You thinking you can play around with it and this and that, man. This is not playtime. Look, the world is ending.
Right.
This is coming to a head, man. Inside, there's a line in the sand, and you don't know that you're against the Lord. Maybe you don't.
Right.
But that's what we're here for. We're here to tell you you're against the Lord. And Lil Nas X, you're against the Lord.
Right.
You know, Cardi B against the Lord. Jeezy against the Lord.
Meg the Stallion.
Jay-Z against the Lord. Jay-Z against the Lord. T.D. Jakes against the Lord.
Anita, what's her name? Anita Bynum or
Anita Bynum.
No, the preacher named Juanita Bynum.
Oh yeah, that's that gay out of Chicago or New York or something.
Yeah. She's a preacher. Oh man, I can't. Oh man.
All of them.
Get more dollars. That's his name. Get more dollars.
Get more dollars. Creflo dollars. Against the Lord, man. And when are blacks and Hispanics gonna realize that, man? I seen when I was in the Valley like a few months ago, I think it was damn near last year. It's been so long. There are Hispanics fighting at like he a Catholic priest, of course, fighting for this pedophile who had these young women in his mansion doing all sorts of disgusting acts with people's daughters. And all the congregants in the church are fighting and saying he's innocent, you know, this and that. It's not true. They're just slandering him. Who the hell accuses a man of rape and can't prove it, or doesn't have some sort of, you know what I'm saying, like
evidence?
Why wouldn't you first be like examine the evidence instead of the man is locked up still to this day to my understanding. He is still locked up under U.S. custody. Because the district attorney saw enough evidence to lock him up until his trial date.
Right.
And before cats can even examine the evidence, they're clinging onto the wicked, onto somebody who doesn't even tell them the truth, man. Who just makes them feel good. They're soothsayers. You know what I'm saying? They're just singing a song every Sunday and making you feel nice. And it's really not helping you or creating anything positive in your life or in your community. But because you're so addicted to that soothsaying and to that song, you gotta fight for him when he's a damn near convicted pedophile.
Right.
Convicted, you know, this man has been look, he's invited 13-year-old girls to his mansion. I don't know what else. I don't have to hear too much else before I'm like, well, that's already too much. That's already
Straight up, yeah.
That's already too much.
Real talk.
private counselings and you're a Christian, too much information. I've almost damn near heard enough. But these people, because they're so wicked, because they love wickedness and don't know what the truth is, they'll fight for an evil man like that. When we come and tell you the truth, man, you have no time to prepare. You gotta gird your loins now.
Right.
You gotta get down right now and fight for the truth. Is twice as hard as you fight for that pedophile. So like you.
Hey man. Hey, no, you twab. That's just like the Catholic Church, right? The Catholic Church, when a Catholic priest, right, when they molest a child, right, they just send them to a new zone.
Yeah. They
just send them to a new zone, not caring about that, not caring about the child, the parent, the brothers and sisters, and everybody else that's been molested. They don't care about that. That's the same thing with Eddie Long. When Eddie Long was molesting them children, when Eddie Long was molesting children, they got him out of jail, right? And then they gave him a ceremony pronouncing him to be the king of Israel. Remember that?
I don't.
You remember that?
They did that. But
then the Most High judged him and he died.
Most High grace.
The Most High judged him and he died. And that's and
King of Caskets.
Right. That's what he is, and that's how wicked these people are.
I pray my people repent, but good night, man. Like, how much wickedness has to be shown? Does the Lord have to show you before you realize that the Lord is not with him, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
because really a Christian pastor is really a so-called white man, and he has that pride.
Yeah.
That pride,
Damn
like he's a white man.
Damn right.
Right. And that's why they won't bow their knee to the Most High. That's why they won't get in the I.S.U.P.K and learn law, statutes, and commandments and who they are, because they have the pride of a white man.
That's right.
Because a Christian is just really a white person. I don't care if you black, Chinese, Asian, Japanese, Arab. You're really just a white person because you worship Caesar Borgia.
That's right. That's right. Look, your daddy is the white man. Yeah. My father is the Most High God in heaven. And the same cat who freed the Israelites out of Egypt, man.
Mm-hmm.
And murdered the firstborn of everything, from cows to people in Egypt to save his people. Your father is white Jesus. He loved and kiss everybody, and he forgives everything, even pedophilia. And those aren't the same thing, man.
Hey, my father still with Daniel in the lion's den.
Damn right.
That's what he did, and made sure that he was not touched by any other lion.
Damn right.
That's who my father
Damn
is.
Right. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in that furnace too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Them boys was posted in the heater.
Right. And they said it was somebody else in there with them. Hold up.
It was like, wait, we threw 3 in. There's 4
of them. Hold up.
That's who my father is.
You know what I'm talking about? He's gonna stick with you through the adverse time.
Yeah, that you might live and not die, like Eddie Long.
Look at me
and
with
like
words,
and all of them other cats. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right. That's what the Most High do. You know what I mean? When John the Revelator was in prison, the Most High sent Christ to him.
Damn right.
Right? He sent Christ. He sent his son to him when he was in prison, man. That's like, and I got a brother in prison. You know what I'm talking about? So that's
some heavy shit, man.
That's heavy.
That is heavy, man. Like before he even went, man. John knew Christ before anybody else. Christ was his cousin.
Not John the Revelator, John the Baptist.
Oh, John
the Revelator, John the Baptist to us.
That's heavy. That's even heavy. Yeah, that's real. That's really it. You know what I'm saying?
And keep going on that. Gird up your loins now.
Read it.
No. You good. You ain't got to start it over.
Come like a man.
It says like a what?
A man.
Say it louder.
A man.
Like a man. Is that like a man? So gird up your loins. Grab your nuts like a man.
Only a man can.
Yeah, because only a man can.
Damn right.
And fight for your family, for your people. Right? Keep going.
And I will demand of thee.
And he said he will demand of thee. So he's going to put you in perfect demand. Everybody's going to be wanting an I.S.U.P.K in their city. He's going to put you in demand. Everybody's gonna want an I.S.U.P.K school in their city so they can go ahead and go get counsel and go to and get with the brothers and learn their nationality and learn the law, statutes, and commandments and learn what they need to do to please the Most High.
That's right.
That's in demand. Like so right now, what's in demand right now?
iPhones.
iPhones are in demand. He's gonna put you in demand. Something that everybody wants.
Water and food.
Water and food is in. You
know what I'm saying?
So he's gonna put you in demand. That water, like water, like bottled water, is in demand because you can't go to no river and lake and stream and go get no water no more. There was a time that we could, but now the white man is polluted the earth. You can't go get no water from the earth. Right, so he's gonna put you in perfect demand, man. Like everybody's gonna want an I.S.U.P.K around them because we don't do nothing but speak the truth.
That's right.
We tell you the truth like it's supposed to be. Right, keep going.
And declare thou unto me.
And declare thou unto me. So he's gonna declare you unto him, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. But first, you have to gird up your loins and get in the truth. First, you have to make a choice to be either right or wrong, because there's no in between. Either you're going to be right with the Most High or you're going to be wrong with the Most High, right? And the Most High doesn't want you wrong. The Most High wants you right.
That's right.
Righteous, right? Give me the other scripture you hold in 1 Peter 4:12. I know you want to break this down. Oh, you still want your Romans 12, huh? My bad.
I'm waiting to interject with it.
No, you got. I'm gonna give it to you. We could hold class all night. You know what? There's no Commander General Yohana on tonight, so we could hold this Brotherhood class all night if y'all want to.
You got it out? Yeah. Last night we had to cut it short.
Yeah, keep going.
First is this disciple of Peter.
No. 1 Peter 4:12.
Yeah, that's it. Right?
No.
Chapter 4, verse 12.
Chapter 4, verse 12. My bad.
Yeah, no, you said it right.
Beloved, think.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Kind of want to come. Beloved, think it.
Hold on. When you see the commas, so when it's the commas, you take a break.
Okay, I got it.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Beloved.
So it says beloved. So this is Peter talking to his beloved ones, meaning the children of Israel, because that's who he loved, right? Because he's just like Christ. They love their people, right? So he said beloved. I like to say beloved, but he said beloved. Keep going.
Think it not strange concerning the fiery trail, which is
it's fiery trial.
My bad.
No, start. Go ahead, start. You too all, Bob. You start over, man. It's all learning curve, man. It's something to learn.
Beloved,
Mm-hmm.
think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you.
All right, hold on right there. So it says beloved. So Israelites, right? All the Israelites that he's talking to, he said, think it not strange. He said, so it's not strange that you go through things, right? Because it's concerning the fiery trials, because it's to try you, right? It's to make you stronger. It's to test you,
right?
That's what it is. That's what it's to do, is to test you. So when other camps come up against the I.S.U.P.K, it's to test you, to see if you're strong enough to hold your ground, right? To see if you're strong enough to know what you battling for and battling against. So it's to try you. It's not to belittle you or anything. It's to make you strong. It's to make you put your shoulders back and be like, we know. Right, come out with some different scriptures to battle that demon. That's what it's there for.
Damn right. Look, like Salakia, like all tests, they meant to prove you, man.
Oh,
proving how smart or how strong you are. You know what I'm saying? How what you can handle and what you can't handle. But the Lord is saying, read that again.
Come. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you.
Don't think it's strange when something hard happens. Like a lot of you Christians, you think, oh man, he crashed his car. the Lord ain't with him, this and that, or this and that happened to the brother. Oh, good night. God ain't with him. You know, he ain't receiving the blessings that the abundant blessings that the Lord had to give. But right here, Peter, I believe this is Peter's letter, and he's writing, he's saying, don't be dismayed. Don't be concerned about these trials that are coming, man. Like, it's going to happen. Life is going to happen to you, but it's meant to challenge you to see if you're going to stay down. If you're going to start selling drugs again. Or if you're going to start your OnlyFans back up again. Or if you're going to start going back to the strip club trying to work out a couple bands again. That's what it is, man.
Right.
So like it.
I love the way you said it's there to see if you're gonna stay down. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You feel me? If you're gonna stay down, because it's get down or lay down. You feel me? That's what the Most High about.
That is
the Most High about. You gonna get down with him, or you gonna lay down with the devil. You know what I'm talking about? And get fleas and get bit up and die.
Yeah.
Either you gonna get down with me and live, or you gonna lay down with them and die. You know what I'm talking about? Because judgment is coming to the other nations, and it's either up to you to choose to be with them or choose to be with the Most High.
Right.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Everybody has a choice. They say freedom of choice, right? There's no freedom of choice in the Bible. The only thing in the Bible is you're going to do the law, statutes, and commandments right with the Most High and live, or you're going to not do the law, statutes, and commandments and live with the other nations and die. Yeah, there is no freedom of choice.
See if I can get that precept. Yeah, it's like it. But that's exactly right. It's life. It's choosing life or choosing death, man.
Right. Which one you want? Deuteronomy 18, or you want Baruch 4:1? You want? There's plenty of them. You know what I'm talking about? There's plenty of them. Start that over again though.
Come. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial.
So it's go ahead.
Which is to try you. So
it says, don't think of it strange that you going through things when you come to the Most High. Remember earlier in Ecclesiasticus 2:1, it said when coming to serve the Lord, prepare your heart for temptation, right?
Right.
So prepare for temptation. It's the same thing right here. It says, beloved, think not strange that just fiery trial, which is to try you. So when you come with the Most High, make sure you gird up your loins, right? Because you're going to be tested. You're going to be tried through the fiery trial. So everything is not going to be well, let's say Christians, right? Everything ain't going to be rainbows and ain't gonna be rainbows,
sunshine
and rainbows and bunny rabbits laying eggs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be that. It's going to be some tough times where you're going to be like barely just get by. Well, you ain't gonna have no food in the house. You're gonna have to call. You got to call the I.S.U.P.K. You have to call your brothers, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you need some food," and they're gonna get you some food. Trust it.
That's right.
All you have to do is say something, and they're gonna get it done.
That's right.
You know what I mean? All you have to do, you need help with the rent. All you gotta do is say something to your camp leader, and he's gonna get it done. That's all you have to do.
Damn right, man.
That's all you have to do is tell somebody, and because brotherhood is a factor here in the I.S.U.P.K. right? That's how we battle oppression, and you're being oppressed with not having food. You're being oppressed with having to pay rent. You're being oppressed with having to pay light bills, right? So the battle of that oppression is brotherhood. That's why this is brotherhood class.
That's right.
So when you going through some things and you need some help, right? You call somebody and ask for help. Call somebody and tell them what you're going through. You don't even have to ask for help. All you gotta do is tell them what you're going through, and you're gonna see brothers help. That's it. Because it had been plenty of times I didn't need something and I didn't even ask. I just called brothers and be like, "Yeah, man, what's going on?" You know, because I needed somebody to talk to me and give me some, you know what I mean, some brotherly love. And they was like, "Oh, you need this? Oh, you need that? Oh, man, it's nothing." You know what I'm talking about? Oh, that's what the problem is? I got it. Don't worry about it. And they got together, you know what I mean? And they got together and got things for brothers. You feel me? And that's it. And you can't do nothing but repay it back when you up. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Because when you get up, you be like, "Yeah, I remember these brothers did this." Oh, you going through something, and you gonna share it with that brother. You gonna do it with that brother, because that's brotherhood. You know what I'm talking about? That's my name. Hell. You know what I mean?
Good night.
Yeah, because that's brotherhood, man.
Yeah, give it up, Salaki. Give it up for Officer Kabar for a second, man. This brother got This brother got supreme brotherhood, man. I like since day one, man. I was a trooper with this man right here, and this man has been nothing but brotherly. Like before he even taught himself, he'll ask you how you doing, and I look, you gotta damn near gotta go out of your way to ask about how this brother's going, life is going and things like that. But he like, and that's what this is about, man. Like a lot of people have turned cold. The Bible says, I will turn your stony heart into a heart of flesh again. You got ice cold brick hearts. You don't care about one another anymore, man. But when you learn the truth and you understand how much the Lord loves you, you understand what coming back to your people is, and coming back into what true love and true understanding and true righteousness is. You can get love like Officer Kabar. Yeah, good night, this nigga, right. Mr. Brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? So like on this side of the Mississippi. So like I just learned from the men above me. Right. But yeah, right. But like
I learned from the men above me, man, because the men above me are so brotherly to me, man. I can't do nothing but share that same brotherhood that they share.
Damn right. And that's so biblical, man. Like Christ said, what's better than brothers dwelling one together in unity? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you can get. Right now, a lot of y'all are chiefed up in little ciphers, smoking weed with people who hate you. Put the weed down, you could find a family who loves you, man. A bunch of brothers and sisters who will care for you genuinely, man. Because that's what real love is. Y'all love weed. That's why y'all hanging out together. We love each other. That's why we dwell with each other, man. But Salaki.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
No, I got it.
Give me
you know what I'm saying?
So
like
this right here.
So that's why you got to come back to the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, man. A lot of y'all out here, y'all think that brotherhood is going out. I'm out here, I'm drinking with Tyler tonight, this and that, and thinking that this is what a real friend is. This is what true brotherhood is, and really that's not it. A lot of sisters getting out, I can go all day. Sisters will get on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat with a woman who hates them and that they hate.
Yeah,
but instead of just putting down their sinful ways and dwelling together in unity with a righteous sister who loves them genuinely, and it won't be backbiting or trying to besmirch their name around other people or other men just to get one foot above the brother or sister. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of y'all be backbiting and talking about each other's backs, man. You don't get that's hatred. You got to realize what hatred and love is, man. And hatred is lying on somebody. Hatred is talking about somebody behind their back when you could have talked to that man or woman in their face.
Read it first.
Love is showing compassion, communicating and showing genuine care and caring after somebody or something or another. You know what I'm saying? Like a family member.
Can I please? Go ahead. Can I please? So with the sisters, right? You know what's good sisterhood? Your man having another wife. That is perfect sisterhood right there. Because you are letting another woman, or letting your man, right, protect another woman, another family.
Yeah, that's sisterhood.
That's sisterhood right there. Because right now it says it's 12 women to every man, right?
On the planet.
On the planet. So there's gonna be sisters that's not gonna have a man. So of course a man gonna have to have more than one woman so he can protect them, right? That's real. That's real sisterhood. That's real understanding, right? We know it's not easy, but hey, sometimes you have to deal with it. But then you'll find that for your man to have another wife, right? That's easier on you. You have help to take care of that man, right? That's easier on you. So say you don't feel like cooking that day, you know what I'm talking. Call your sister and be like, "Hey, you gonna cook for him?" You know, okay, good. Well, I got something to do. You know, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, damn right.
And you could crawl up on the couch with a good book and read. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead.
I'm gonna add on that for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not grievous.
That's in the law, man.
Yeah, you
Following
feel
the
me?
law, statutes, and commandments, it's not grievous, man. You're making it hard on yourself.
Yeah, because
you
oh, go ahead, my bad.
because you want to
safety.
because you want to be jealous, man. You want to be like you wasn't even planning on seeing that man tonight. But the fact that you know you might suspect that he's gonna go see somebody else, it burns you up inside, and that's evilness. Man.
Right.
That's a demon. So that's a strange jealousy. Like this priest brought up, man. It is 12 women to one man on the planet Earth. You want 11 other. You are so selfish. You want 11 other women to go without a man, and you still gonna turn this man's black hair gray,
Right?
Because you want to complain, and do all this and that unnecessary things in your relationship with him. When really, man, you could just be righteous. Be righteous. Be a righteous sister, and be like, Salakia, encourage your man to go help a sister out. Become a protector for another family who might need it.
Right.
But
Right.
you're selfish. You're selfish. That's okay. We'll work through that, sis. Right here in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, we'll teach you.
Right.
We'll teach you what is actually right and what's actually wrong. Jada Pinkett Smith is evilness. That's wrong. That an entanglement is a sin against the Lord.
Right, because she wanted to go have another man, but if Will Smith wanted to go have another wife, everybody be tripping. Then
good night.
All the women would be tripping if Will Smith had another woman, right? But then Jada Pinkett Smith went to go get another man, whatever they did. Someone had an entanglement, and all the women was down with her. It's all this, that, and the third, but let the shoe be on the other foot.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna try to drag them.
Right, that's right.
Through the
and that's the thing, like just what happened with Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson, that cat right there.
Derek Jackson. Now, yeah, that dude.
They look.
He didn't do anything wrong but lie about it. That's the only thing he did wrong was lie about it.
I would have said that's wrong. Yeah. I don't even think he lied to the people about it. And I mean,
no, he
was a hypocrite. That's what was
right.
He was a hypocrite. He was saying, if you go out and do that to your wife, you're less than dirt. And he's in the video of his mistress's house shooting the video, telling you if you're sleeping with a woman outside of your marriage with your first wife, then you're a piece of dirt. Right. At his high chick's house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a hypocrite and a regular Christian and a piece of dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Why they look down on the I.S.U.P.K. because we tell the women, oh yeah, if I want to go get another woman, I get it. Right? Because we tell the truth.
Right.
Because we ain't scared. We ain't scared of our woman.
Yeah.
At all.
And the thing is, generally the men are just making fun of Jackson because he's a hypocrite and he's just like everybody he might be talking about in his car videos. Right. But women are genuinely upset. Like, man, I really listen to you, because women aren't very smart. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no, I mean, women are very smart, but they don't really understand when they're being played. So like, so Derek Jackson, he played the hell out of y'all. But you want to know what? Y'all dragged Derek Jackson, but celebrated Jada Pinkett Smith. Right. When they did damn near the same thing. Jada Pinkett did it worse because she was smashing old boy in the house. Oh. Jaden playing video games and she back there clapping. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? And that is getting clapped. Getting clapped. Salakia. Pure evilness. Pure evilness. And y'all celebrated her in her entanglement instead of checking her like a righteous woman would do. You know what I'm saying? But quick to hop on Derek Jackson's case. Derek Jackson, according to the Lord, the only thing he did wrong was not call that woman his wife. Right. That's it.
And took her to Passover.
And take her to Passover. And all those other sins he's already committing. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that's really what Derek Jackson's fault is. But because y'all are so quick to follow the culture and the laws of the white man and believe that monogamy is correct when monogamy is only like a 600-year-old concept or a 700 700-year-old concept. Y'all are so quick to leech onto that because it makes you feel better. You know, it seems right.
17.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's destroying your community, man. That's what's destroying your household and your family. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Will Smith, his household is destroyed. I don't care if he's there or not. His household is destroyed because of Jada Pinkett Smith. His children don't know what way to go, who to sleep with, who to talk to, or how to talk, or what to say.
11.
Derek Jackson, he's destroyed because he's a Christian. I mean, he might have control over his wife, but he still led astray with his diverse lusts, and that's what really rules over his life. So like,
and I'm gonna hit it on the head because Officer Baraglia said right that y'all rather follow the white man's culture, right, with monogamy instead of following your own culture. Go ahead, give me that. This is your culture right here. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 17:11.
Uh-huh.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
So he gave you knowledge, right? He gave you knowledge of your own culture, right? Your own heritage. Keep going.
And the law of life.
So the knowledge, right, is the law, is God's laws of life, right? So you can live. Keep going.
For a heritage.
For what?
Heritage.
For a heritage. Another word for heritage is culture, right? So you want to follow the white man's culture of monogamy, but what about your heritage and what about your culture of having multiple wives, man?
Right.
Keep going.
He made an everlasting covenant with them.
And he made an everlasting covenant with them, with the Israelites, right? So that is your heritage, that is your culture, is the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. Is that it on that, or is there more on that scripture? No, just 17 and 11.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, even that one part was 12.
All right, well let's jump back to Psalms 133 and 1.
Psalms 133 and 1.
Uh-huh.
Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
And that's what we do here in the I.S.U.P.K. We dwell in unity. Right now, I've been dwelling in unity with my brother Baraglia for about 2-3 days now. You know what I'm talking about? We didn't ate together. We didn't drink. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right, man.
We've been dwelling. I rode out the red carpet for the brother.
Ripping and riding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Rode out the red carpet for the brother. And Darius is gonna see that soon. But young man Darius is gonna see that soon. He's gonna see the same brotherhood that we talk about all the time. Wait till Passover, man. Passover, you're gonna see thousands of brothers together, and we're gonna be dwelling in unity. Sisters too, dwelling in unity.
Bible Kasha, man.
Go ahead.
I don't care if you're in the world, just rolled up a blunt. Come to the Lord's Passover on April 24th.
Right.
Come to the Lord's Passover. Call. If you're in San Antonio, call San Antonio. DM San Antonio. If you in any other of these states, in any part of the country, if you're in the UK, if you're in Barbados, if you're in Trinidad, call those camp leaders, man, and get into the Lord's Passover, and you're gonna see the difference between the world and heaven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just a little slice of it, man. It's something I won't ever give up. You know, shit. It's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come to the Lord's Passover. I don't care if you a lesbian. If you're homosexual, you know, if you're a man, look, so,
hey,
we gonna probably stop you at the door.
only thing the only thing that should keep you away from the Passover is not being a Black, Hispanic, or Native American.
You cannot come to the Passover.
Commander Johannes said it's open to all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's
so you
right.
should get there to the Passover, man, and learn your culture, man, and learn something about it.
Yeah, for real, man, and really understand your people, and really understand what the Lord was talking about in the Bible, man.
Right.
Feel the spirit of your brothers and sisters who really genuinely care about you, man, because everybody else in your life has used you. But these brothers and sisters right here, man, they would give their life up for you. That's what they do every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to know something, man? What gets me about Christianity and the Christian church is that you could be sitting there telling them about the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being Israelites and telling them all the knowledge that you know, and they be like, "Oh yeah, that's good, brother. That's good, brother." But they will not check it out. They will not go to I.S.U.P.K.com and check out what you're talking about. They will not tune on the class and check out what you're talking about. But they're gonna tell you, "Oh, that's a good thing that what you're doing," and still go preach the same lies that the white man been teaching them.
It's because they getting high off of the white man's supply.
Oh,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
That
Good
Christianity is a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying? And it's so powerful that it's affected no matter what people come out, man. Everybody's Christian.
Right.
Everybody has Christian morals.
Right.
I don't care if you're an atheist.
Right.
Your morals are still Christian. You know, I don't care if you're a Satanist. Your morals are still Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I was reading something about Cardi B earlier. She said because they was trying to put her with Lil Nas X about destroying the black community, right?
Yeah.
And she was talking.
Is.
And she is, but she was talking about she said I'm a Christian / Catholic. Do not put me with Lil Nas X. You can't be a Christian and Catholic talking about my WAP, your WAP.
Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That is against the Bible. The Bible says, don't make whores out of the daughters of Israel, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You getting out there in your bikini talking about my wet AP. Look, man, nobody but your husband Offset need to hear about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep that to yourself.
Right.
And then you dancing in front of all of our children and our families talking about how you're a Catholic or you believe in God and you fear God. You don't fear nothing but losing a check. That's all you fear. You fear a loss of revenue, like Nick Cannon. So like you could try to backdash as much as you want, man. You learn from liars. That's why you believe that.
Right.
That's why you believe that. All you Christians.
Right.
That's why, you know.
And Christ ain't died for that, man.
Not at
you think
all.
Christ died for you to be singing about your rap or your WAP?
Right.
About being on stage dancing half naked? You think Christ died for that, man?
Right.
But you yet call yourself a Christian. So you could, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, because like it makes me upset how they disrespect my king. You know what I'm talking about? That's my king. That's our king we're talking about.
That's right.
That's rulership in the I.S.U.P. I mean, that's rulership in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community. And you talking about that you love Christ, but you out here trying to, like the pastors talking about they love Christ, but they ain't trying to pop everything in the front row. Right? They talking about they love Christ, but they not doing they taking the tithes money, right?
Right.
But then they not telling them about the rest of God's laws. That's not brotherhood, man.
Every law is done away with except for paying them tithes.
Yeah, Christ did not die for that, man. Christ did not die for that, man. That's not what Christ died for, man. Give me Psalms 82:3. You feel me? Because they're not gonna do this here. They're not gonna defend the poor. This is like the IUI. This is just like the those fake Israelite groups, man. They pass over the poor brothers and the brothers that's actually struggling, man, and go and look for brothers with money.
Right.
Right. Pass out flyers to brothers with money, but they looking over the brothers that's poor on the streets. But we are here with the I.S.U.P.K. here. We're here to feed the poor on the streets, man, and clothe them and give them toiletries and give them knowledge of their self, man, so they can get off them streets and get in the I.S.U.P.K. and learn law, statutes, and commandments. That's what Christ did. That's who Christ went to.
Right.
Christ went to all the brothers that was poor on the streets, all the murderers, everybody that was doing wrong, and Christ was going to them, man. So how come they say these fake Israelite groups say they believe in Christ, but then don't go to the brothers that Christ went to?
Right.
How in the hell does that happen? How does these Christian pastors say that they believe in Christ, but don't go, they go give food to the homeless once a year? You know what I'm talking about?
On Christmas.
On Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? That man. All the way backwards. You know what I'm talking about? How dare they use the Lord's name like that?
Right.
The reputation of the most High and His Son like that.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, give me that.
Psalms 82:3.
Uh-huh.
Defend the poor.
It says what?
Defend the poor.
That's what the I.S.U.P.K. is here to do. We defend the poor, man. We defend the poor in spirit and the poor in the pocket.
That's right.
That's right. We're watching that about the pocket.
Yeah,
right?
Good night.
The poor in spirit, man, and the poor in the pocket.
Do not remind me about these.
We feed them, man. If they hungry, we feed them, dog. We feed them. Keep going.
And fatherless.
And the fatherless, which is most of Israel. Most of Israel is fatherless because they couldn't manage with that loud loudmouth woman that they was with.
Right.
They couldn't manage with that. So the loudmouth woman was like, "Oh, get out." So the black man left and never went back for his kids, man.
Look, even exactly like that. That's the worst. That's damn near the worst part of it. But even Will Smith, like his children are fatherless because that man is emasculated. Right. He's not even there anymore. His eyes are hollow. You know what I'm saying? That boy's soul is out of his body. That's what America does to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. It takes everything away from them. Everything. Right. Your land, your people, your heritage, your culture, your family, man, your father. You know what I'm saying? It takes all of that away from you because of the wickedness and the lust that is shown from everything, the TV to the radio to your phone on Facebook and Instagram, man. It steals everything away until somebody stands up and is strong for what the Lord made for your people. So somebody stands up and stands for your culture and your people. It's like it, priest.
Right. And I'm gonna do even one more. When it says the fatherless, right? Because with the I.S.U.P.K, we know who our father is, right?
That's right.
But those other blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they don't have no father.
Right.
Literally, I'm talking about their God. They don't have no father, because when Christ said pray, he prayed, "Our Father which art in heaven," right? Well, we don't have, but them out there, they don't have no father. They think their father is the white man, but that don't really care about them.
Right.
So when it says defend the fatherless, we have to defend them too, right? The poor and the fatherless. So the poor in spirit and the poor in spirit, the poor in the pocket, and the fatherless in spirit and in truth and in life, right? So that's what keep going on that, Ark.
Do justice to the afflicted and needy.
So this says do justice to the inflicted and the needy, right? So the people that are afflicted with pain and not having no family and stuff like that, it says do good to them, and the people that are in need, right? So it says do good to them. So when you look at these Christian pastors and these fake Israelite groups, they always passing over the brothers that's afflicted and that's in need, right? The brothers that's out there smoking weed, they don't want to go talk to them because they smoking weed. Those are the brothers you should be talking to because they're doing drugs.
They need it.
They need it. They're the needy.
Damn right.
Those are the brothers that you should be talking to.
That's right.
I have not once have any men above me told me not to talk to those brothers that are out there smoking weed and that's out there that's in need. They told me those are the brothers that you should go to and show a little bit of compassion to.
That's right.
A little bit of love to.
Damn right.
I never get about I've never get about Officer Karab, right? Officer Karab told me one time because the brother walked by us talking all types of nonsense, and he said, "Don't worry about that, man. The brother just need a little bit of compassion, a little bit of love." I said, "Man," he said, "He ain't never felt that, but he ain't never had no compassion, no love before."
Damn,
right?
That's heavy as hell, man.
I told him, "Count on one con, sir. I ain't never looked at it like that." He said, "That's what the brother needs." He said, "The brother needs you to show him compassion and love. Ask him if he wants some water." Officer Sergeant Pasha always tells me that. Ask the brother if he wants some water. Just give him some water. Maybe he just needs some water, something to eat, something to drink, and it'll change his whole countenance about you.
Damn right. If I could, man.
Go ahead.
And shout out to Captain Yatazar too, man, because he says this is the difference between us being the true disciples of Christ, the priests and prophets of the Lord, or being a Sadducee and a Pharisee. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a Sadducee and a Pharisee will see a man in sin and convict him right there and call him, say he's gonna die, instead of actually having mercy and trying to help that brother. Seeing what actually led him to go down that path and be the sinful man that he is. You know what I'm saying? And they put more people to death than they cause righteousness, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's from your Christian and Catholic church to your fake Israelite groups. Those are your Sadducees and Pharisees, man. Right. The I.S.U.P.K, man, we love our people. We care after our people. And that's what this is all about. Until Christ comes back and orders might change. Man, like all of this is for the betterment of our people. But a lot of times, like, you'll catch cats just going out, and this is what caused people to be so faithless so easily. They'll see a Catholic or a fake Israelite group going out and chastising the people in the ghetto, saying like they're going to hell and this and that. Well, really, they were just like them not so long ago. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having compassion and caring about that brother or sister, they go out and they berate them and batterize them with words or with actions and this and that, instead of caring after that brother and looking after him, which is what Christ commanded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because Christ commanded that you give that you teach your brothers.
Right.
Right. That you give compassion to your brothers.
That's right.
If they don't have food, you feed them. If they don't have water, you give them something to drink. If they need counsel, you give that to them. You do everything that you're supposed to do for your brother.
That's right.
Keep going on. We should be at verse 4, Psalms 82 and 4. You good?
Yeah, well,
You take your time, man.
Yeah. Take your time. It's okay. I got you afterwards. I got you. We're gonna.
I'll read it. If you want to break, I'll read it.
nah, I get it. I mean, I was looking for the other ones.
No
Yeah.
sweat.
Hey, see, this is a very diligent young man here. See, I like this. I like this young man here right now. Like, you know what I mean? He's very diligent. He's very observant, and he wants to learn. That's the thing about it.
Right.
He has that zeal for the Most High. He has that spirit. Go ahead. You got it?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Come, deliver the poor and needy. Read,
Wait. It says do what?
deliver the poor and needy.
Right. So it says give to the poor and needy. Deliver to them. Whatever they need, you give to them. Whether they need counsel, whether they need food, whether they need water, whether they need clothing, you give to them. Go ahead.
Come, rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
So it says get them out of the hands of the wicked, right? Get them out of the hands of the white man, because right now they're in the hands of the white man.
That's right.
That's why they're poor, and that's why they need things, because they're in the hands of the white man. But he says get them out of the hands of the wicked. Get them in the I.S.U.P.K. Get them with you. That way you can clean them up, right? Give them law, statutes, and commandments. Show them what they're supposed to be doing, and they can go out and get other brothers that are homeless or that are needy and that are poor. Right?
That's right.
This is something that the other Israelite groups does not understand. They don't understand, because they're not looking for the poor and the needy. They're looking for the rich and the wealthy. They're looking for the ones that can help them. We're looking for the ones that we can help.
That's right.
That's the, you know what I'm talking about? That's the difference. But that's the difference between the I.S.U.P.K. and everybody else. That's where we are not. That's why we are not affiliated with any other group. No Christian group, no Israelite group, no Muslim group, no Buddhist group. We are the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
under Commander General Yohana. Right, and we are commanded to go out to those highways and byways, to those streets, right? And we are commanded to do good unto our people. We are to show perfect brotherhood. That's what we are to do.
Right.
Show perfect brotherhood. That's it on that, right? You got the next scripture for me?
Yeah.
Ephesians 6 and 11. Right, because when you go, because when we go out, right, this what we should be. This is what we should be doing. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
That's my guy. Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 and 11.
Ephesians.
Yeah,
Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of God.
It says put on the whole armor of God, right? Those guys in purple thought that the I.S.U.P.K. didn't have the armor of God on, right? But they now know that we have the armor of God on.
That's right.
We have the armor of the Most High. We ain't scared of none of that, none of those bully tactics. Now the world knows, right? They've been put in our crosshairs to be destroyed. Go ahead.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right, so you can stand against the wiles of the devil, and the guys in purple are something that the devil uses, right?
Right.
Because they give them a blank check so they can go out and look good and everything and get and look Christian, but be an Israelite, right? They want to be Israelites, but they want to look Christian. So that's something that the devil uses as a tactic, as a bully tactic, just like the Christian church, just like the Muslim mosque and everything else that's out here to be a stumbling block to Israelites. Right. You know what I mean? Drugs, the poor that not having no food, food stamps, child support, right? Keep going. That's the wiles of the devil, because the so-called white man put all that in our community, so it could be a stumbling block to us. Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Because we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We're not wrestling against against. Go, keep going. He's going to explain it. Go ahead.
But against principalities.
So against principalities. So we wrestle against the rulership of the devil, right? The rulership of the white man. Keep going.
Against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
So we wrestle against the darkness of this world, their presidents, your senators, your House of Representatives. That's what we wrestle against. The people that make the laws, and the people that's able to put drugs in our community and to make food stamps and put that in our community. And the worst thing I've ever heard, right? Or not the worst thing I've ever heard, but something that got me so riled up, that if a woman has a man, right, that she can't get no food stamps or housing. So how would that, now that right there, that is the devil being a deceiver, right?
That's right.
That's the devil being a deceiver. So if a woman has a man, right, she can't get no help from the government. So you have to lose that man to get the help from the government. And who don't want the help from the government? Who don't want their rent to be $12 a month? Who don't want $450 of food stamps? Right? Who don't want welfare? Right? Who don't want no help from the government? So the woman is steady losing, kicking out the man because the government is going to step in and be that stumbling block.
Good night. So like you're gonna be, look, if the devil, the government or whatever wanted to really help you, they wouldn't destroy your family with weird legislation, with evil legislation like that, man.
Damn right.
And by you getting rid of your husband, you're married to the devil.
Right.
You're married. Now you're marrying the devil. You're marrying the white man. The white man's your daddy now.
Right.
You don't want that man to take care of your household. You're going to put him out on the street. You're going to put him on child support and never see him again. And if he misses a payment, he's going to get a warrant and go to jail because you want what the white man's giving. You know what I'm saying? And same thing for you brothers too, man. Like you don't want to be a righteous man and protect your community and protect your family. You want to be the next drug dealer. You want to be the next sinful cat promoting whatever sorts of illustrious or disgusting, really alternate lifestyles that come on TV. The next drag queen or whatever the case might be.
Right.
Out of casting this young generation, man, I feel terrible for you.
Right.
I feel terrible for you. A lot of you are going to go down the path of Dwayne Wade's son. You're going to start enough girls are going to reject you in middle school because they only mess with boys who got money because of Cardi B. And then you're going to be like, well, I think I just like boys. In fact, I think I'm a girl. And now
right.
I'm going to petition the doctors and my parents because I'm a 13-year-old, 14-year-old boy who the media said I have rights to cut off my penis, and I'm going to cut my penis off and become a girl. So people will like me. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you because your parents and the people before them fell to the wiles of the devil. They fell for whatever the devil was putting on their plate and they ate it up instead of fighting against the garbage they were being fed, man. Listen, like it, priest.
Right, because like the scriptures say, we fight against principalities and we fight against those rulers, right?
Right.
We fight against Ronald Reagan putting drugs in our community with the CIA, right? That's who we fight against because that was one thing that destroyed the black community along with integration.
Right.
That destroyed the black community. Before integration, did you know we had our own diners? Right, but all the brothers wanted to go sit down at the white diners to go eat that bland food. But we had our own diners,
right?
Just like we had our own bus companies, right? We had our own hospitals, we had our own schools. But see, the brothers wanted to be with the white man, right? So they went and they marched and they did protest and got their heads beat in to be equal, right? Now we don't even have our own anything to do to against the white man, right? So now everything the white man now can come in our house and take our children away from us, right? You feel me? Just because they want to march forward and want to be with the white man, now the white man can come in and do whatever they want to do with our family.
Right.
Instead of having somebody to step up and be like, no, we're not a part of you. No, they want to be a part of them. So now they're a part of them, right? So now the white man can do whatever they want. They can kill us on the streets, right? And not have no outcry or nothing to defend against that, right? But you know what defends against that? The I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
The I.S.U.P.K. defends against that.
That's right.
Because we give you your own nationality and your own laws, statutes, and commandments to follow, right? And the Lord will be with you. So there ain't nothing gonna happen to you because you got the whole armor of God on with you, right?
That's right.
Now start that over again. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, 6 and 11. Yes, sir.
Put on the whole armor of God. That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
So you can stand against the wiles of the devil. See, that's what those brothers that want the integration, they didn't have the armor of the Most High. So they was looking for something outside of the Most High, which was integration, which was those white people. That's why they wanted to vote, which is voting is a sin.
That's right.
That's why they wanted to vote, because they didn't have the armor of the Most High. And I.S.U.P.K, we don't care nothing about voting because we have each other. We have the armor of the Most High. We have our hood. We stand with each other, right? So we don't need a vote. We need a vote. We don't want to vote, right? We want the Most High. We want the Most High to get back on our side.
Damn right.
So we can have rulership of the planet.
That's right.
And other planets and everything else. We can have rulership, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. We don't have to be second class. We don't have to be subservient to these other nations. Right, because that's when you become a Muslim, you become subservient to these to the Arabs, right? Then when you become Christian, you become subservient to the white man. We be a Buddhist, you become subservient to the to the so-called Chinese man or Japanese man, right? Right. When you worship Krishna and you put those dreads in your hair, you become subservient to the East Indian god. That's what this is, man. When you want to be an Egyptologist and you become subservient to those African gods, man. Right? Hitmotep and all that and all that extra. Right?
Right.
You feel me? So what you have to do, you have to find out what your God is, your heritage, your culture, your language, your food that you eat, your holidays that you celebrate. That's all part of your culture.
That's right.
And they want to say that the I.S.U.P.K is a cult, right? Well, what's the root word in culture? Cult.
That's right.
Right? That's something that they don't understand because they too busy trying to use white man's the so-called oppressors mind games, right? But they're trying to use the oppressor's mind game, but they're not using proper English. Because when you talking about you're a cult, yeah, you're right. It's your culture. You absolutely right. You're all right. That's why I like to play. You're a cult leader.
Damn right.
Yeah, I'm a leader in my culture.
Damn right.
You are absolutely right. I am a leader in my culture.
That's right.
You feel me? And I don't even need to say no more. Keep going, Art.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right. So we wrestle against wickedness in high places, like Joe Biden, because he started that 3 strikes rule, right?
Yeah, he was an advocate for that thing.
Right. And then Kamala Harris, she came right along with that and put more strength behind that.
Right.
Right. So we wrestle against the leaders of. Oh, you want to say something?
I was trying to see what was that.
3 strikes rule.
Yeah. What was it?
3 strikes rule is a legislation saying if you get 3 felonies, you just So it doesn't matter what kind of felonies or in how long it takes for you to accumulate them. If you get 3 felonies, it's been dismissed. It's been taken out of law now, but if you got 3 felonies in between like the year, I think 98 to like
that was like 1993,
93 to like 2000 something.
Yeah,
you was out of there.
2006. Oh no, 2007.
You was out of there. And Bill Clinton, he's the cat.
Huh? Could have been the lowest felony.
Yeah,
whatever. It could be a class C, whatever. Doesn't matter. It was a little too much. You get 3 of them, you out of there.
And that put thousands of brothers behind bars, right? So that's thousands of families without fathers.
Hey, shoot, back in the day when I believe it was a felony to carry like any amount of weed in a lot of places.
Man.
It was an automatic felony. So you get caught 3 times with a $10 bag or a joint, you out of there.
Right.
You out of there.
Yeah, I'm right.
Cats doing life behind bars for that to this day.
Yeah.
And that's what Joe Biden voted for.
And that's what we fight against. That's what we fight against. We fight against those
Principalities.
those principalities, those unjust laws. Go ahead.
And then that's just like, I feel like when this whole, like, I watch especially stuff like that very closely. I was telling people, and I got chewed up, a few times. Even, my next door neighbor that lived next door to my aunt.
Right.
He 30 years old. He a cool dude and everything. We talking and stuff and everything. And, he just thought, Biden, Kamala Harris. And then now I know that that's something that they do. Just like when Obama, he was the vice president. Now he ran for president. Kamala Harris is just all the mess with us black people to think that, they on our side. Like we finna rock with y'all. We finna.
But the only reason why why that happens is because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't know who they are. Right. So if they would have known who they are, they would have known who Kamala Harris isn't, or who Barack Obama isn't. Yeah. You know what I mean? But they got to first know who they are. But right now, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they think they African, or they think they come from African origin, but really they come from Israel. You know what I'm talking about? So they thinking that Barack Obama is their people, but it's not. They're really not. You know what I mean? And it's a simple breakdown of where Barack Obama comes from and how he knows he's from Kenya. And then you ask a Black, Hispanic, and Native a black man, like, what country are you from in Africa? You're like, I don't know. Then how do you know? You know what I mean? We break that down all the time.
Right.
Real talk. We break that down all the time because they don't even know, like we don't even know who we came from. And that's why the I.S.U.P.K is needed. That's why they're needed, so they could put the difference between African and Israelite. Just because we both dark-skinned people does not mean that we are the same. Hold that. You see this right here? Yeah. Get that get Negro. Or ham, my bad, ham.
Yeah, ham. Yeah, that's the one.
You know what I'm talking
That's the one.
It's just a Bible dictionary, so it's a.
Yeah, it goes in order.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you ask Barack Obama where he's from, he's going to tell you that he's from that his daddy's from Kenya,
right?
And his mom is this. But you ask a black man where are you from in Africa, they be like, the West Coast. Well, really, that's not even true because a lot of slave ships came from Europe, right? A lot of slave ships came from Europe, and to tell you that, they're gonna tell you that the so-called Indian tribes are not Israelites, right? But they started the slave trade. They started the transatlantic slave trade. They started it. Where they send like 15,000 Tainos to Europe,
England, and Spain.
Yeah, they started the transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
It wasn't only black people that was on slave ships.
Right. And shoot, Pocahontas, she died in Europe.
Yeah,
she died in England. So like, you know what I'm saying? The real Pocahontas, she was carried over into on a slave ship to England. And lived out her life there and died of some white man's disease. You know what I'm saying? I believe it was gonorrhea or something like that.
There was a brother too. I'm gonna think of it. You know, I have a book called Indian Wars, man, somewhere around here. Go ahead.
Ham. My bad. Ham, the youngest son of Noah,
right?
Born probably about 96 years before the flood,
right?
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
Hold that. Yeah, because only 8 people lived through the flood, which was Noah and his wife, Ham and his wife, Shem and his wife, and Japheth and his wife.
Right.
Keep going.
He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes.
Say that one more again. He became the what?
Progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes.
So Ham became the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes, right? And he's going to start getting specific and name the dark races. Go ahead.
But the Egyptians.
But who?
Egyptians.
But the Egyptians, the Mizraimians.
Ethiopians,
But the Ethiopians, right? The Cushites,
Yeah,
the
that's right.
Libyans,
the Libyans,
and the Cantes,
the Canaanites,
Canaanites.
and the Canaanites, right? So those 4 African nations that are the dark races in Africa, right? But not the Negroes, right?
Not the Negroes.
So if the Negroes are dark-skinned people, but they didn't come from Ham, right? So who are they? Keep going. Is there any more on that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
His indecency when his father lay drunken brought a curse upon Canaan.
Right. So Canaan is cursed. That's all I wanted.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So which one we're from? Shem.
Right? Yeah.
Shem. So,
yeah. Because at one point in time, everybody on the planet was dark skinned except Edomites.
Mm-hmm.
That
the white people.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. So everybody on the planet was dark skinned. Just like now in every nation, right, they have dark skinned people, but they're not all Israelites.
And so Shem was our progenitor.
Yeah.
Right.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
He's in here too. I won't read about it.
Oh yeah. You can actually brawl that, man. Just make sure you bring that next Monday.
Okay.
You can actually brawl that.
Well, that class tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we do have class tomorrow.
We do.
Tomorrow you can bring that. Yeah, tomorrow you can take that. And you can read about the lineages in Genesis 10.
Okay.
About
it speaks of like us.
It speaks about different. It speaks about the different nations and where we came from and the actual lineages of it.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to. I think we was at Ephesians.
Yeah, 6 and 11.
Yeah, is that the rest on 11? Because we need 12 too.
And then 12 is the one we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
And principality, is there any more on 12?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on. Against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right, and that's talking about your not just Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. That's also talking about your imam and your Muslim mosques over there, because they're not going to tell you the truth either, right? What about the what about the Arabs and what about the East Indians, right? They're not going to tell you the truth neither. They're playing right along with the white man. Right along with the white man. They're everything that the white man goes with, everybody else goes with also.
That's right.
Right? That's why in Revelation 18:4 it's good. It's talking about or 18, it's talking about the other nations that's going to get the judgment with the white man. Right? Because they're doing the same thing that the white man is doing to you over here in America that they're doing in their own countries against your brothers, against the other Israelites.
That's right.
That's over there, because we're underneath all nations. We're underneath every nation under heaven. That's where we at. Give me Psalms 144 and 1. Because while you got the armor of the Most High, the Most High is you think Bruce Lee was something. Wait till you get a hold of my man Barack blessed hands. You know what I mean? Because the Most High is with this brother. You know what I mean?
Most High in Christ.
You know what I mean? The Most High is with this brother. Wow. You think Bruce Lee was something? Wait till you get a hold of Captain Yatazak.
Right. You know
right. Captain Yatazak. Yeah, go ahead.
Come. Psalms.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 144, verse 1.
Yep.
Blessed be the Lord, my strength.
Wait. Blessed be the what?
Be the Lord.
Uh-huh.
My strength.
He said, blessed be the Lord, my strength. So King David knew where his strength came from.
That's right.
His strength is the Most High. That's his strength. That's what we've been trying to tell you this whole class is keep your strength with the Most High.
Like you.
Go ahead.
And this David is a man who's killed, before he even killed Goliath, he killed a bear and a lion trying to hunt and kill his sheep, man. You know what I'm saying? And he said before he killed Goliath, he was like, you'll be like the bear and the lion, man, dead at my feet, this uncircumcised Philistine. And here David is calling the Lord his strength. Now, a lot of you believe your strength is your money. You believe strength. You believe strength is this thing or that thing, man. The Lord is your strength. You should try to please him so you can truly be strong and survive when judgment comes.
Right.
So like, yeah.
Go ahead. Keep reading.
And teacheth my hands to war.
What he taught it. The Most High did what? His strength, and he taught it what?
My hands to war.
So he taught King David's hands to war. Woo! Like I told you.
Damn right. Got them hands on.
Keep going.
And my fingers to fight.
And he taught his fingers to fight.
I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead. All right. And he taught his fingers to fight. That's what the Most High did. The Most High taught King David's hands to go to war. Woo, 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 woo. That's why King David killed tens of thousands of men, right? And he taught his fingers to fight. King David was a bad man. He was bad. You know what I'm talking about? Is that it on that, right? That's it on that.
Yeah.
Jump down to Exodus 15:3. Because if the Most High taught King David's hands to war, right, and he taught his fingers to fight, right, the Most High gotta do something, right? Because everybody thinks the Most High is all about love, and he is all about love. But remember, he's a terrible power too. He killed everybody on the planet except 8 people, right?
15:3.
Yep. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The Lord is a man of war.
Is a what?
Man of war.
Is a what?
Man of war.
So just like King David was a man of war, the Lord is a man of war. The Most High is a man of war. The Most High kills and maketh alive. The Most High is a great tacticianist, right? The Most High is not. I don't. They make these movies about the so-called white man fighting against the aliens that's coming and all that, right? The Most High is not scared of that. The Most High is not scared. The Most High is going to destroy this place with a great destruction, right?
That's right.
You know what I mean? So the Most High is a man of war, just like King David's a man of war, just like Christ was a man of war, just like Paul was a man of war, because Paul was a dangerous brother. Paul wasn't no sucker. Paul wasn't, you know what I'm talking about? Paul loved his people, yeah, but Paul will put it on you, right? Give me. You want anything to add to that, Brogard? Give me first.
Paul not being a sucker is a heavy point, because a lot of Christians misconstrue Paul because they think that he's the softest one of the bunch. He reaffirms that Christ came to forgive everybody's sins, past, present, and future.
Right.
When Paul came to, just like Christ came to condemn sin in the flesh. Man.
Right.
He came to do that. And Paul so hardcore. This man got consecutive charges. This boy was in and out of jail. Cats was like, niggas was so fed up with Paul at how hardcore he was coming.
Right.
Telling cats you need to stop sinning, this and that.
Right.
That they had him locked up. They called the white man on Paul.
Right.
On many occasions. And had him locked up and things like that. And he wasn't no punk, man. He went and he did his thing like the white man, like they always do. They falsely locked him up, but because he was a man of God, he always got out, and he always went right back and started blazing back on all of the white man and his brothers and sisters who might still be in the world sinning. But Salaki. But
you know what Paul was? He always recognized that rank and order.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, he always recognized that rank and order. That's something that these fake Israelite groups did not understand. That's why they left Commanding General Yohanan.
That's right.
Because they didn't understand the rank and order.
That's right.
Right. Where we at?
Corinthians 11:3.
Go ahead. This is the rank and order right now. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have you know,
right,
that the head of every man is Christ.
So this is the rank and order right now. So it's Christ. Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And it's the man, right? Go ahead.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God, right? And the woman is below the man. So it's God, Christ, man, and woman. Is there any more on that? And the women are in charge of the children, right?
That's right.
So it goes the Most High, it goes Christ, it goes man, and it goes the woman. Then it goes the women are in charge of the children. So there's no woman. So the man can't move without Christ. Christ can't move without the Most High, and the woman should not move without the man, and the children should not move without the woman.
That's right.
right? When's the last time so if the man is the head of the house, right? When does the arm do something that the head doesn't tell it to do?
That arm is out of order.
Right? Yeah, the arm will be out of order. The arm will just be doing whatever it wants to do.
Right.
Yeah, muscle spasms. What would the what so if when's the last time that the foot did something that the head didn't tell it to do? Right?
Damn right, man. Damn right.
Right.
Damn
So to be a strong man in the truth, you got to know who your orders come from, which is Christ, right? And you got to or the men above you, right? And you got to know who your orders go to, which is the men below you and your woman. So you have to live for your woman and your children also. You know what I mean? To be a strong man in the truth.
Salaki, if I could. Man.
Go ahead,
And this is something brothers know even if they don't know it. Yeah, brothers know this even if they don't know it. Like a cat will become a crip and know that they gotta listen to their OG and whatever he says, they'll get jumped in and all that. But a woman somehow has a hard time knowing this because of how destructive the white man has been in our community, man. Like a woman in my community thinks that she's the head. She thinks she doesn't have anyone above them, and she thinks she's married to God. She thinks Jesus Christ is my husband.
Right.
Good night. Let me tell you something, lady. If Jesus Christ was your husband, you'd listen to him.
Right.
That's how I know you're lying. But the thing is, like, men know how to fall in order. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. Some of these radical cats who believe that they God, this and that. Most women believe they God. But let me tell you, damn near every woman believe they God. But when men believe women are God, that's really the problem, man. You got to come back to your power, the Lord in heaven, written of in this Bible, man. Fall in this rank and order that this precept was speaking about.
Right.
You gotta come back and be that member in your community, man. You have a responsibility. Men have a responsibility to take care of the women and the children, and women have a responsibility to take care of the children and care for the man. And you can't get above. No man can get above who's higher than them. No woman can get above who's higher than them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just like how a child, exactly how a child cannot get above their mother or their father. You wouldn't allow that if you had any kind of common sense in your household. You know what I'm saying? You would check that child and be like, no, don't touch that. It's hot. Put those down. You just ate this or you didn't eat this, so you can't have no cookies. Things like that. Right. Because you care for that child, not because you hate that child. And if that child was disobedient, you would discipline them properly. Same thing with a man and a woman, a wife and a child, and things, and Christ in you. And Christ in the Lord God in heaven, the Most High God, is disciplining his people, man.
Right.
Because they're disobedient.
Right.
You don't want to listen to the priests and prophets of the Lord. So you know what, man? You know what? Your economics are gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to marry a brother. You want to marry a white man. You might get knocked out tonight. You know what I'm saying? For that sister, that poor sister in the who was married to that white football player with the blockhead. He had a smooth blockhead,
and he tried to kill her.
He thought he killed her, man. You want to go down like that, you can do that, man. You look, sin lieth at the door. And with sin comes death. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or you could fall in rank and order. You can fall in rank and order and be with your people and live and thrive and be a beautiful woman and be a beautiful brother and be a righteous brother. You know what I'm saying? And raise up righteous children. Right. Those are the choices. Or you could have Dwayne Wade's son. Right. Or you could have Jaden Pinkett. You could have Jaden Smith or Willow Smith as a son or a daughter.
Or you could have Jada Pinkett as a wife.
Good night.
Or Gabrielle Union as a wife.
Or
Meg Thee Stallion as a wife.
There's only two choices. What do you want? Which one do you be? Me and my brothers, we've chosen. Right. We've chosen righteousness. I don't want no parts in that nastiness.
Right.
Good night. I was talking to those brothers you was talking about last night when we was pulling up getting that chicken, man. We was laying it out flat to them, and they was like, well, shoot, they was like we was talking about like how there's like all this wickedness in the earth, and he was like, what you mean? I was like, well, would you want your daughter to grow up to be Cardi B? And he was like, oh hell no, this is a young cat. He was about probably 16, 18 years.
Yeah, 15, they wasn't not old
at all. And even they understand. Even they understand. Even they got it. They're like, oh no.
Yeah.
If not my daughter, but somehow all of you grow up to accept and promote this activity, men and women alike. You better choose, man. You better choose what's right.
Right.
Righteousness is that rank and order. Righteousness is the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, man.
And these single women better get a priest or prophet for them, or their children are going to end up like Cardi B and Meg the Stallion,
right? Just
like them selling their bodies for checks.
Damn right, man.
Real
disgusting.
Real talk, because you know a tree by the fruit it bears.
Damn right.
You know what I'm talking about? And
right.
And with them letting their children listen to I'm a Savage and all this extra music, right? Like their children are going to grow up and believe that because they have no father in the household, or they have nobody in the household to teach them right from wrong.
No righteous figure in the household.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Y'all get a chance tonight. If y'all do, you usually do it every night. Go look at on Instagram. His name is TMG Spook. So I was just on Instagram last night after General Yohana went out, and
Commanding General Yohana. Make sure you add that Commanding General Yohana.
I won't get in trouble.
Yeah, because we will get in trouble about that.
It's wild.
No.
He is the commanding.
Yeah, Commanding General Yohana. Yeah, make sure you add that.
But he had these little kids, man, probably about 7 on there, just going back and these some adults. So just like you're saying, the kids answer to us of authority over them, and they're sitting there cussing, they doing this, they doing that. Mom get on the camera, she doing it right along with them and stuff, and I was like, man, it ain't nobody white,
and ain't no daddy. It wasn't no daddy around to be like, what the hell is y'all talking about? You know what I mean? That ain't gonna happen in I.S.U.P.K. man.
Damn right.
Yeah. Ain't gonna happen in I.S.U.P.K. So it's a camp leader, officer 50. Somebody gonna be around like,
something's coming.
You know what I mean? Somebody gonna notice something, because that is how we raised in here in the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
That's how we raised in the I.S.U.P.K. Man, I didn't see it plenty of times. Real talk. All right, go ahead and give me that Ecclesiastes 36-24.
Ecclesiastes chapter 36 verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
So he said, him that getteth a wife beginning a possession. Black man, Hispanic man. So when you get your wife, you're supposed to rule over that wife. You're supposed to teach that wife. You're supposed to make sure that wife is in tune with you.
That's right.
Right? Keep going.
Oh, my bad. A help like unto himself.
So a help like unto himself. Remember, when you see the commas, you pause with it. So it said a help like unto himself. So when you get the wife, his wife's supposed to help him, just like he was supposed to help himself, and he's supposed to help his wife at the same.
That's right.
Just the same. They're supposed to help each other, right? But he's supposed to be the head of the household still. So everything that happens with the wife, we can go back to him like, brother, why wasn't your wife in this? Why wasn't your wife this? You know what I mean? Because you supposed to give orders to your wife, right? Go ahead.
Come on. Wait, do you want me to keep going down to 25?
Is that it on that?
Yeah, help unto himself in a pillar of rest.
And a what?
A help like unto himself in a pillar of rest.
And a pillar of rest, because when you get a wife, right, she helps you, right? So you can put some stuff on her. Well, you can go ahead and go get some rest now. A pillar of rest, especially when you be out warring all day and you come home and you want to come home to your wife. She's a pillar of rest to you,
right.
Not a
get it. Do that. Do that.
Not a loudmouth dragon. Where you been all day? Where you doing this? Where you doing that? No, she's a pillar of rest. Oh man, let me get you a plate. Kick your feet up. Take your shoes off. I know you've been out there warring with those brothers all day, with the nation of Israel all day. So now you gotta come home. Like, what you want to watch? Let's cuddle up and watch a movie. A pillar of rest. The kids are already taken care of. They in bed now. You know what I mean? Like,
damn right.
Now it's time to service your husband.
Damn right.
If
I could,
go ahead, Art.
And like when it says help like unto yourself, I don't know about any of you, but most of my life I've been like, man, I wish there were two of me. And when you,
Real talk,
you know
real
what I'm saying? And the thing is, you get a righteous woman, man. She when the two become one flesh, man, she is like you. She thinks like you and she considers you and she is helping you and is a pillar of rest, man. You can lean up against her, you know, metaphorically or literally, you know what I'm saying? Salakia, and find rest in that, man. And not have to come home to a loudmouth dragon trying to invoke whatever she saw on TV from a Megan Thee Stallion video this morning or this afternoon while you was hard at work doing the Lord's work or working that slave, man. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like a righteous woman in order will be like a help unto you, like yourself, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can depend on. I know a lot of you cats out in the world, you think you can't depend on nobody but yourself. Get you a righteous woman in the truth, man. Do your 90 days and you know what I'm saying? Put in your bid for one of these beautiful righteous sisters in the I.S.U.P.K.
Man.
And see how much your life gets better.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible says a wife is as a possession. It's like a treasure, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A righteous wife, at least, not a wicked woman.
And I gotta add this: before you get a wife, get counsel about it.
Damn right, do that.
Get counsel about it. If you're gonna get a wife in I.S.U.P.K, you got to talk to a camp leader anyway about that.
Yeah, sure do.
You know what I'm talking about? But before you want to get, if you have a wife and you want to get another wife, right? Get counsel about it.
That's right.
Even if you want to get a woman out the world, get counsel about it. Counsel. That is your best friend. That'll help you right there. Is counsel. Because when you get counsel from the men of the Lord, then they'll say something that you be like, I ain't even think about it like that. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna wait. Because all these brothers, they be wanting multiple wives, right? But before they get multiple wives, they need to fix the one with the wife they got now, right? Make sure you get counsel. I can't say it enough. You know, wear out those brothers that give counsel. Wear out their phones.
Salakia. If you got counsel before you did a lot of the dumb things in your life, you'd be avoiding a lot of child support payments, a lot of parole payments, a lot of court costs, all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, you never know. Counsel is so protective, man. It can prevent it can prevent all harm, and it can correct things before they get worse in the future, man.
Right.
Instead of you, man. There was some cat I was talking to. Who was I talking to recently? Oh yeah, I remember this cat. A worldly cat I was talking to, and his rib got him locked up. She started hitting on him, things like that, and you know, he hit her back. You know what I'm saying? The laws came and locked him up. You know, he a brother. She a sister, of course, and this man getting locked up, and he's like, man, this and that. I tried everything with her. He talking to me like seeing like what he did wrong and seeing what he gonna do in the future. I'm like, well, look, man, like you gotta look. You're already too far. It's already too late. All this is already, you know what I'm saying? It's too late, but let's talk about what can happen in the future. And this is what counsel is for. Like, so you don't have to go through these things. You don't have to go so far to where y'all are laying hands on each other or whatever the case might be, or you just find a woman that you'll never have to go through a situation like that with, and so on and so forth. Or a man, if you're a sister, you might have to, well, no brother in the UPK would be doing this, but like you won't have to go through, you know, a man that you might find dissatisfactory or whatever the case might be. And that's what counsel is for. You call up for things like that so you can avoid situations or talk situations down instead of them building up into these ultimatums where it's no wins, it's all losses. You know what I'm saying? There are a couple that supposedly loves each other, but one's in jail and has to, you know, one's in jail tonight and the other one's, you know, at home bad mouthing the other. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, you know. That's all I got to add.
Go ahead.
You got some? Yeah.
No. Go ahead with that scripture. Wait. My bad. Yeah, Proverbs, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, because when it comes to your wife, right, you also have to rule over your children, also, Black man, Hispanic man. So you gotta be strong for them too.
That's right.
Right, because your daughter if she don't see a strong man, she's gonna go for anything out there. Right, and then your man, then your son has to see a strong man so he can know how to treat his woman when he come of age and want to get a woman. Right, he got to know what woman to choose, how to discern things in the household, so that way he don't be a lion around his household, beating on his woman and beating on his children. You know what I mean?
Right.
So go ahead, give me that.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Wait, it says do what?
Train up a child in the way he should go.
No, let TV and cartoons and movies and music train up your child or teach your child. Start over.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Keep going.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So if you train up a child in the way he should go, when he's older, he won't depart from it. You know what Christians do? They just tell the child. They don't show the child out the Bible who they are and what they should be doing.
They don't even tell the child damn near.
Right. They don't tell the child damn near.
We all one in Christ Jesus. It don't matter who you are in this book.
Right. It don't matter who. Go ahead, Doc.
Something I remember, and like my folks, they used to always go to church. I was born in Mississippi, but raised in Atlanta.
Right.
So, my grandma used to say, well, I'm leaving my life right. It's up to y'all to get what y'all want to do, and I just used to always think, dang, that's a little selfish. Like you'll be rejoicing in heaven, and it's just like whatever with us. Like,
right. That sounds incredibly selfish.
Right. and they used to always, bug with me and stuff that I used to just be like, dang, we ain't, we say family.
So the problem is, you said who said that?
My grandma.
What about your grandpa?
My grandpa, he didn't go to church.
Right. He should have been the head of his household anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's why your grandma said I was doing it, but your grandpa should have been checking her. Like, you need to tell them children what to do and how to do it and to live their life right. And then he should have been living his life right and telling y'all about the law, statutes, and commandments. But the reason why that didn't happen is because they was in the Christian church, and the Christian church let bygones be bygones. Yeah. Right? Let everything just happen. Right. That doesn't happen in I.S.U.P.K, because before you go get a woman or have sex with that woman, you have to get permission. You know what I mean? There's somebody you should go to get permission. So before you do anything, right, you have to go get counsel, right? So you just can't be around just willy-nilly talking to women and all that. You have to get counsel to talk to those women, like, you know what I mean?
If you ones outside
no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, look.
But in the school, but you would rather have a woman in the school.
Look, that you would rather one of them. We're gonna. Yeah, the men, the camp leaders and all that, they're gonna guide you through that process. But in the world, we're gonna give you wisdom on how to deal with a woman in the world. Right. If you're married already, or if you're not married, like, just understand what you might be getting yourself into and understand how to avoid certain things. You know what I'm saying? And it's your choice to listen to it or not listen to it. But I, like we were saying earlier, it's wise that you heed counsel. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Take that counsel.
But wisdom, get that wisdom, man. It's more valuable than gold.
Yeah, we're finna go over this. We're finna go over the wisdom, though, because you're not even at that point yet, because you're still trying to shed yourself from the world. You know what I mean? So you shouldn't even be looking for a wife. You just be looking to get yourself right with the Most High. You know what I mean? In due time, all that will come. But right now, you're supposed to just be looking for how you can do right by the Most High, learning these scriptures, learning how to be a strong UPK man.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Learn how to be a strong man in the truth. That's why I did the class today. You're the reason why I did the class. Why I chose this topic today. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. And that's it. That I ain't got nothing else to say. You got anything to add, Brock?
No, I'm too up.
All right. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to myself. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm gonna read the announcements.
The priest and officer Kabar.
Right, priest and officer Kabar. All right, here, this is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. It says we are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and the sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers, and you can find this in Numbers 18 and 18th chapter and 21st verse, and Malachi, the 3rd chapter, 8th verse to 10th verse. Means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of every increase of the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest funds, free will offering for priest funds, not mandatory. Whatsoever the amount you would like to, whatsoever amount you would like, right? Give to the head of the class,
right? or the priest,
or the priest.
Yeah.
Upcoming holy convocations. Right, Passover, 14th day of the first month, Saturday, April 24th, 2021. Exodus, you can find this in Exodus 12, 1 through 54, the 12th chapter, 1st verse to 51, Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, 4 through 5, and the 1st Corinthians, 5th chapter, 7 through the 8th verse, and the 2nd Corinthians, 30th chapter, verse 17. All right. If anyone wants to be a new trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, that's the security announcements.
All right. We're gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers. All right. So, men of Israel, I.M.A.J.M, which means to stand.
Well, we tight in here. We could go to school.
Yeesh. Straight up. Sar, which means to face the east, or turn to face.
No, we don't. Not yet. We got to salute. Give the salute first.
All right. Men of Israel, I.M.A.J.M Shabbat, I.M.A.J.M Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. All right. Sar, face the east.
All right.
We're gonna do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and then in English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malafuka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamaya, Latan Lanawa, Lakum, Call, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawathinawa, Wala'a, Tabayana Salagi, Tabayanawa, Banasayanawa, Abal, Habawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'awalamya, or Salagi, Wa'ataipara, La'awalamyam, Amun. In English.
And in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. On earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. So be it. Amen.
All right. That concludes the Tuesday night class.
Hold on, don't end it. We're gonna leave with some music. Right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna play a song.
Y'all want no music?
Class.
Y'all want no music?
Shit, hit that Captain Tower War down Yala again.
No, man, I'm finna give you a little bit of give a Captain Kai. You know?
Oh shit, you know, shit. Here, whatever. Do whatever.
There it is.
My joint right there. Hold on.
Yeah, man, you gotta come out. You gotta come out to Austin Camp one time. There. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got held up last weekend.
No sweat, I come through, man. We gonna be looking for you. That's how I'm crazy. Ain't nothing to it. Ain't no count. Ain't no excuse. Let's get to it. Hey. Yeah, you good. Me, kill them all like abortion. Nigga, you better stop it. Shooting off like a rocket. Okay, bring it out the water. We go hard, I go harder. Steph Curry, fourth quarter. All I got is my niggas. All I bring is that slaughter. Throwing ball to Pearl Harbor. If you real, who am I? I.S.U.P.K till I die. Try to stop me, stop time. I'm gonna try. Let's get to it. Double time. If you leave, I got a whole army of niggas. Let's get to it. Ain't giving no shot, get to it. Till you lost, trying to bounce back, but you blew it. Let me show you how to do it. Now there's no reason. I don't understand. That's why I got the master plan. All the power in my hand. Stand right. Yeah.
Hold up.
Same government chained up for nobody. That warfare, what you know about it? It's a message. Fake niggas like a virus. A lot of niggas infected. I came to correct it. Damn, we're soldiers. This game. Sorry, nigga, I ain't folding. Pussy no nigga holding. Yeah. That's cool, Aquafina. Yeah. But I still need a beamer. I'm still getting it. Ain't for my fishing, nigga. You need a hitter.
Oh man, ain't bullshit.
Hey, damn straight. All right, Shalom, Israel.